All right, let's see here. All right, we're live on YouTube also.
Ah, Attorney Di.
Oh, hey, Tony Die.
How has your day been?
Oh, you know.
Something's echoing. Oh, is it because I have, yeah. Yeah, we're going to
Hang on.
that. Let me mute my mic here. There.
How about that?
That's better. I just turned my mic off. I think that works. I can't hear it. It's not.
You're squealing.
It's not me.
No, you guys can't be in the same room because
drop off.
Because you guys are next to each other in the same room, you're bouncing an echo off each other.
Is there any echo now?
Yeah, see, that's not me. I turned the mic off.
Hang on. Well, that fixed it. So, yeah, kill all the other microphones. Me too.
Yeah, this happened last time we went live.
Can you just turn your phone off?
It's not this. This is doing nothing. Remember last time somebody joined?
Hang on 1 second. I don't know what's causing the echo. My brother's phone is off.
Last time somebody joined and it created an echo and they had to restart the app. But I don't know when it started. You know what I mean?
What the hell, man?
It's somebody's got to drop off and then rejoin.
Huh?
Did that fix it?
Yeah, what happened?
I put my earbuds.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so swap me.
No, it's still
There's
happening.
the echo again.
Oh no, is it me? Am I the problem?
I think Aaron is the problem. What about now?
Somebody,
I'm still hearing the echo.
Hey, Di, why don't you try to drop off and let's see one at a time. We'll see who it is and restart the app because that's what fixed it. Still there? I don't hear it now.
How about now?
Oh, it was Di. You got that.
Yeah.
No, I don't hear it now.
Yeah, it's gone.
Sadly, it is something on Attorney Di's end.
But I think if she restarts, it'll be fine. I'm going to try to. All right, go ahead and add me again. Let's see if this works.
Watching all these Gen Xers trying to figure out tech problems. This is fucking hilarious.
Right?
It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy.
All right, how is it now? Better?
Nice.
Much better.
That's better.
Yeah, that fixed it.
Everybody got their reading glasses on so they can see what the hell's going on here? Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
I gotta go get my glasses.
This is a mandatory reading glasses crowd.
Mine are off. Fuck that. I couldn't read shit if I wanted to. Too fast.
All right. What a crowd we got here.
So I'm in a room of goddamn all-stars. I don't really feel like I should be here. I just...
Well, you probably shouldn't be.
You belong. So...
You amputee motherfucker. Sorry.
So say hi to our YouTube crowd. We're not really able to follow.
Apparently we're also streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, as a backup in case we get booted. So if we can't really follow the chat in either
How many
place
people are in there?
because we can't read. I don't know.
There's like over 100 people in there.
Yeah, there's
oh, wow.
100 or something. All right.
Okay.
So we're just all gonna sit in here and watch this shit show that's gonna happen tonight.
That's the
I
idea.
guess.
Di's got it up on her screen. That's cool.
That's why I'm drinking already. Well, it's not just that. I believe that we're going to actually see some people in the comment section that are going to come in with the excuses. He's on drugs. He already has the questions.
Right.
CNN's, leaning left. We're going to hear all of that shit tonight as well. I mean, after all, I mean, the gentleman above me, is a moron magnet. My class of trolls is well documented.
Yeah.
So here was my thought on the whole goddamn drug thing. And I shouldn't have said that word, but the whole stimulus or something like that. I say drug test them both. And when they both test positive, let's kick them both the fuck out and start over.
One has to determine what substances it is that they are concerned about.
That's right, because they're all full of
I'm 52
pharmacy.
and I take medication.
They're-
I can't imagine what an 82-year-old must have to take.
They're full of
I'm
pharmaceuticals.
not concerned about substances at all.
Well, the substances that you consume are not stimulants.
You want to bet? we know that Trump's on Adderall. He has been for decades.
Oh yeah.
We got sativa that'll get you clean in the house, buddy.
It has its purpose, right?
When I hit, that's what I do. I do laundry. I want to clean the house. It's when I make most of my content. It's like that's when I want to do stuff. I'm like, oh, let's go.
I need to stop being a truck driver so I can invite.
So for all you YouTubers, we're also on TikTok,
I highly recommend.
but it's hard for us to see the comments there, so we're splitting the
It's
time.
choice. You got to use a Ferris Bueller. It's choice. So choice. So choice. If you have the means, I highly recommend. I picked up some good stuff for Esta Noche, and it is doing its job.
Mishi.
All right. Wow, this crowd just keeps getting better.
You guys ready for this?
No,
Oh yeah.
no, it's going to be an absolute mess.
I'm ready. I'm excited. It's gonna be great.
I think it's gonna be awesome.
Boring, actually.
I hope it is.
I don't
ready for
know.
boring.
I kind of don't want it to be boring, but I just hope.
Global in the center square to block, please.
That's right.
I thought it looked like Hollywood Squares.
We just need one
He
more.
does kind of look like Alice.
Mr. Global is Paul Lind.
That's right.
Fox is already peddling if he does well. It was because of enhancements.
The only reason Trump's going to show up is so he can brag about the ratings.
Yeah.
How many people tuned in for me?
Melania's not there. You know, interestingly enough, I don't know. Do you guys think he's going to announce his VP tonight?
I kind of wondered about that. I don't think so, but I could see him doing something. I think he's just gonna like drop a little hint, like he's gonna pretend like he's made up his mind.
We're hearing you through Hawk.
Oh, you're hearing me through Hawk. Sorry, because if I undo my microphone, it's a disaster.
And you're a
You should
look.
get right up, cozy up right next to him, brother.
Well, he is a moron magnet, right? So I'm stuck.
Well, and Falcon's a low talker too.
I am.
So
That's true. That's
I
true.
learned about those on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I think the only thing he has to offer is telling us who his VP pick is. That's literally the only thing he has to
Right.
offer tonight. So I think he will.
He's going to announce the contest that's going to be used
Right.
to pick his VP.
Yeah.
That's possible.
It's always a show with them.
Are we even sure that Trump's going to show up?
Yeah.
His plane was there.
Yeah. He's
He
there.
was.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here on YouTube.
Surprised.
they're doubling up his diapers right now backstage.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You know what? There are certain images you don't really need to verbalize every fucking thought. You know what I mean? God damn, man. Now I have an image of a staffer just tucking orange fat into a fucking man diaper.
Really, people?
It's kind of a girdle for sure. And listen, I'm a fat man. I'm not one to talk, but Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, how'd you like to be the guy that's got a spray tan around that fucking?
Oh my goodness gracious. He does his own makeup because his the woman that used to do it, he tried to assault.
It's only neck up anyway. He's clown from the neck up. Is what it is. It's like an Earl Shives
Earl Scheib, I'll paint any car for $99.95.
They're fucking masking the ears and they're just shoop. Hey, get him out of here.
Who here does anybody here think he's going to walk out?
Just a little bit when he talked about taking his shirt off the other night.
Don't act like you don't like it.
Already blacked it out. It was too traumatic.
And how beautiful Taylor Swift is.
Does anybody think Trump is going to get upset and storm out at some point?
No.
Question.
I don't think he pays for it.
I think it's a
Actually,
possibility.
We might see a cooler, more collected Trump tonight.
I think if he loses, I think you're going to know what his mental state if we get a Falcon situation, if you can hear him when his mic is off over Biden because he's upset, he's trying to talk over him even though he doesn't have a mic.
That's what I'm hoping for.
If we see Trump do that, then we know that he's in a bad mental state. We know that he's pissed off. Something happened that he didn't like.
Yeah, just a subtle, quiet rant from the background. You know, you just hear him losing his mud.
Do they have to
Yeah.
stand like did he pace around, or will he get like thrown in the penalty box?
I think they're going to be seated.
Oh, that's great.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, they can't stand for that long.
Well, and I'm wondering who the enforcers are actually. Like, is someone going to come and like clothesline them if they keep talking?
For Trump, if someone dressed a dragon, he's gonna freak out. No, but Falcon.
We got
It
popcorn.
looks like they're standing.
Falcon's got a point. It's going to be some distant drink. It's going to be like, yeah, Sleepy Joe, son of a bitch.
Yep.
Well, then that's why they got the 20. I thought it was a 20-second delay, but I saw something that's like a 2-minute delay now.
Where are you watching it, by the way?
You need
We've already got the moderators
No, I'm good.
seated at the moment, so they are seated, so they're about to come out.
But any morning radio talk show that you listen to, they have a 2-minute delay.
8 seconds.
I think it was 7 seconds normally, but who knows?
2 minutes?
That's a long
They're
delay.
They're going to claim that's rigged right off the bat.
They already have.
That was less than I don't know what the actual delay is going to be, but I think it's just a normal delay that anybody who is live.
It's like 3 seconds.
Is it 7 seconds? Was that because of Janet Jackson?
Maybe.
No, it was way before that.
I was at that Super Bowl.
All right, we got
That's the
45
coolest thing
seconds,
ever.
people.
40 seconds till it starts.
I'm coming your way next month. We have to meet up for lunch.
Yeah, I want to have you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And did CNN actually
We could do it in
come out
person.
and say that they didn't want political creators showing this on their
They say-
pages?
Yeah, they
say all
did.
kinds of things.
Yeah, they did.
They said you can't stream it. So,
15 seconds.
4 seconds. I have it starting right now.
so if we all get cut off or banned, I'll go live from my account.
Well, technically, we're commenting. So even though we are streaming with the CNN logo, the commenting makes it okay.
I want to be in Georgia.
And CNN can just eat it. You know?
Well, Dodge, you're an attorney, so I trust you.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
See, I already got the
You're taking a hit on this if the hammers come.
Gladly.
I'm a good 20 seconds ahead of what you're seeing.
Got a lot.
Gladly. I'm a little bit behind, but
All right. Welcome to everybody who is following this live and in the comments and watching. We're getting started.
Wave to them.
It's debate time. Welcome to everybody on YouTube. All of you guys. I keep forgetting we're live streaming on like 9 different platforms right now.
No, we're not. 2. All right.
Here we go.
We got our fancy camera moves going. Turn up a little.
okay.
I want Donald Trump to punch Joe Biden in the face just to see what happens.
Dude, you're going to get nannered before we even get started.
I didn't even know what to say to that. Like, that seems not very nice.
It's not.
It's very not nice. I just want Trump to lose it and spin out on live TV.
And you know what happened? Nothing. You won't lose one single voter. Do you guys have them on the stage?
Now we're just looking at the moderators.
Oh, they are going to be. They're going to be at podiums.
They're going to be close.
Okay, here's the first thing. Are they going to shake hands?
No. No way. I wouldn't either.
I don't know where those hands have been.
Yeah, you do.
Does Vegas have odds on what will happen tonight?
I'm sure they do, man. So, is Trump going to crop dust Biden at some point tonight?
He's going to crop dust everybody.
If I was Biden, I'd crop this.
2 minutes.
I'm excited about this muted microphone situation.
Right to the podium.
We're going to be able to hear the rant.
They are both old,
Here it comes.
but that's okay.
Does this mean they can't have a good administration?
Look at him.
That's
He
right.
looks like he's going to fall over.
Shut up. He pointed at his podium as he came out.
No shaking hands.
Oh, there he is. Okay, I got my popcorn ready, everybody.
He looks chipper.
Right off the bat with the economy.
That's a man that's fallen down before.
Yeah. Turn up a little bit.
Hey, I've fallen down several times.
Well, exactly. Then you take it easy when you're falling.
Hang on.
Oh, no shake. Ooh, stink eye. Oh,
has increased. For example, a basket of groceries that cost $100 then now costs more than $120. And
A basket of groceries?
More than
What is it?
30%. Under your presidency than they were under
Easter basket?
At Whole Foods. Attorney guy going right in with the street. Fucking balls.
We had an economy that was in free fall. Pandemic was so badly handled, many people were dying. All he said was, "It's not that
I'm gonna
serious."
show Donald. That's good. I like that.
You'll be all right.
Stupid
The economy
face guy.
collapsed. There were no jobs. Unemployment rate rose to 15%.
Ah,
It was terrible.
gross.
And so what I had to do was try to put things back together.
Can't believe these are our choices.
Yeah.
Basically. Oh, yeah, I've got it muted. Do you guys want me to turn it up?
Falcon makes a valid observation. He's like, I can't believe these are our choices.
More to be done. Working class people are still in trouble. I come from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I come from a household where
I didn't know that. He's from Scranton. I was unaware of that.
Time with your office.
Price of housing, price the whole range of things. That's why I'm working so hard to make sure I deal with those
Hear it?
problems. And we're going to make sure that we reduce the price of housing. We're going to make sure we.
Be great if Trump's podium just exploded. He's gripping it so hard.
Combination of left of the corporate greed is the reason why we're in this problem right now. In addition to that, we're in a situation where if you have to look at all that was done in this administration, he didn't do much at all. By the time he left, things were in chaos. Literally chaos. And so
Oh, God, he's old, man.
This
This is just, it's bumming me out.
Why is he whispering?
So bumming out.
$15 for.
And everything sadly about the presidency's is how you look.
No senior has to be more
We
than
have the oldest,
for any
worst.
all the government.
This
Look at Trump's face.
this Trump spray tanner really kept it under control today.
His face.
He's putting
Thank you,
lots of
President Trump.
sentences together.
We had the greatest economy in the
By the
history
end,
of the
then that will
country.
not be the case.
We have never done so well. Everybody was.
First words out of his mouth are a lie.
We got hit with
Are
COVID.
they keeping track of?
And when we
pushing
did,
Am I
we
volume
guidelines?
okay,
spent the
everybody?
money necessary
Yeah.
so we wouldn't end up in a Great
I'm
Depression.
ahead of you guys. Trump's already talking over here. He's already ripping it.
By the time we finished, so we did a great job.
Yeah, and
We got a
how
lot of
well
credit
he
for
did
the
with
economy,
COVID
a lot of
and all.
credit
He
for the
did too well.
military, no wars, and so many other things. Everything was rocking good.
No wars.
No
It's
wars.
like every Trump supporter and every Republican in this country just forgets about Afghanistan.
And all they want to do is go to war, but no war.
A country where the stock market actually was higher than pre-COVID. And nobody thought that was even
It's your
possible.
dog too.
The only jobs he created were illegal immigrants and bounce back jobs. The bounce back from the COVID. He has not done a good job.
I've always liked to act like COVID didn't happen when he was
It is
president.
absolutely killing us.
Everyone tries to like
Thank you,
discount
President Biden.
his
Oh, look, the greatest economy in the world.
Oh, you want me to? Oh, sorry, everybody. I got overwhelmed.
The greatest
Can
economy.
you turn it up a little more?
And,
Yeah. Here we go.
The fact of the matter is that
Here we go. How's
we
that?
find ourselves in a situation where his economy rewarded the wealthy. He had the largest tax cut in American history, $2 trillion.
He's shaking his head yes. I rewarded the wealthy.
He's the only president other than Herbert Hoover who had lost more jobs than he had when he began, since Herbert Hoover. The idea that
Herbert Hoover.
was significant in the military, you know,
Is that what
when
Biden's
he was
called?
president,
Wouldn't that be great?
he didn't do anything about it.
Pervert Hoover, Fat Nixon, Comb Over, Caligula lost more jobs than any other president.
It'd be great if you called him Little Donnie Two Scoops. Little Donnie Two Scoops over here.
This century, it doesn't have any, this decade, any troops. dying.
I can't believe Trump's keeping his mouth shut.
President Trump,
This is about the most of
Oh, look at that. The pucker.
First,
Mhm.
I ask you to follow, you can do whatever you want.
I'm hearing two
I
different.
want to
The
follow
whole
up.
time.
You want to impose a 10% tariff on all goods coming into the U.S.
Yeah.
How will you ensure that that doesn't drive prices even higher?
Not going to drive them higher. It's just going to cost countries that have been ripping us off for years, like China and many others, in all fairness to China. It's going to just force them to pay us a lot of
Not gonna
money,
drive
use
prices
us
higher.
tremendously, and give us a lot of power for other things. But he made a statement. The only thing he was right about is I gave you the largest tax cut in history. I also gave you the largest regulation cut in history. That's why we had all the jobs. And the jobs went down and then they bounced back. And he's taking credit for bounce back jobs. You can't do that. He also said,
He's taking credit for bounce back jobs. You can't do that.
Is that like baby back ribs or something?
I,
a bunch of people that didn't know what they
But it was
were doing.
going
They don't know what
steadily
they were doing. It was the worst, probably the worst
Hey, so,
administration in history.
I'm getting
There's never
some
been.
feedback
And as far as
between
Afghanistan
You have
is
attorney
concerned,
ties,
I was getting out of
noise,
Afghanistan. We were getting out with
video,
dignity,
and
with strength.
Hawk watching
power.
on his actual
He got out. It was the most
I don't know,
embarrassing
maybe
day in the history of our
Hawk can
country's
just
life.
turn it up. So
President Trump, over the
listen
last
to it.
8 years, under both of your
Huh?
administrations, the national debt soared to record highs.
Yeah.
We're
And
here.
according to a new nonpartisan analysis, President Trump, your administration.
hey, Attorney Di, can you turn your TV down?
in new debt. Well, so far, President Biden, you've approved
We'll do like
$4.3
a radio
trillion
show.
in new
Listen
debt.
to
So former
This is
President
the
Trump,
owl.
the tax
I
that you
get
signed
more out
into
of
law
it.
are set to expire next year. You want to extend them and go even further, you say. With the U.S. facing trillion-dollar deficits and record debt, why should top earners and corporations pay even less in taxes than they do now?
Because the tax cut spurred the greatest economy that we've ever seen. Just prior to COVID,
No,
even after,
God,
it was so
just-
strong that we're able to get
I mean, it's like
much better than just about any other country.
to Republicans, there's no problem that can't be solved with more tax cuts.
Cut the taxes. As an example, corporate taxes
Yeah.
cut down to 21% from 39%, plus beyond that.
As everyone
We're
knows, the
taking
best
more
way
revenue
to
with much less tax.
succeed
And
is to
companies
never
were bringing
spend
back
it nor
trillions of
make
dollars
anything.
back into our country. The country was going like never
And this
before.
is right.
And
We
we
need
were
$0
ready to
and
start paying
also
down
spend.
debt. We're ready to start using the liquid gold right under our feet, the oil and gas right under our feet.
Liquid gold.
We're going to have something that nobody else has had. We got hit with
Liquid gold, that's what-
did a lot to
He's
fix
filling
it.
his diaper with liquid gold.
Situation, with all of the therapeutics and all of the things that we came up with.
That
We
didn't
gave
happen
him
to
something
us.
great. Remember,
We got
more people
subsidized.
died under his administration,
And guess what
even though we had
subsidies?
largely fixed it. More people died under his
Trump.
administration than our administration, and we were right in the middle of it. Something which a lot of people don't
No
like to talk
taxes.
about.
I don't
We had
think
far
that's
more
true.
people dying in his
How did so many people die from COVID, Donald, if it's just the same as a common cold?
The vaccine went out, he did a mandate on the vaccine, which is the thing that
He
people
literally said we
most
fixed
objected
COVID
to
when
about
he
the
handed it
vaccine.
over.
And he did a very poor job.
Well, he didn't. Jared did.
I'll tell you, not only for there, but throughout
yes,
the
it's
entire
because-
world, we're no longer respected as a country. They don't respect our leadership.
It's
They
funny.
don't
We
respect
talked
the
about
United
the
States
vaccine
anymore.
because he
We're
had
like a
nothing to
third
do with
world
it.
nation between
Like, he would have
weaponization
won
of
re-election
his
if he
election,
had run
trying
on
to go after his
He's going off now.
all of the things he's done, we've become like a third world.
The
nation.
weaponization of his
And it's a
election.
shame. damage he's done to our country. And I'd love to ask him and Will why he allowed millions of people to come in here from prisons, jails, and mental institutions to come into our country and destroy our country.
Every country.
President Trump, we will get to immigration later in this block. President Biden, I want to give you.
I love how we have the best economy in 50 years, but Joe Biden has destroyed our country.
High stock market.
Very well. So
Consumer
when I
price
was in
index
those
is
60
pretty
countries,
strong.
for example,
Third world
we
nation
have
with
1,000
their losing their
trillion.
rights.
Billion. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they in fact pay 8.2% of taxes. If they just paid 24%.
All right, one observation just based on these optics. Joe Biden looks incredibly old and sounds incredibly old,
Yeah,
and Trump doesn't.
That's true.
If Trump behaves himself, he's going to win this.
Oh shit.
Everything we have to do with,
Oh.
if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump.
He's lost his voice.
Well, you're right, he did
Probably
beat Medicare, he beat it to death. and
Yeah,
he's
it's not a
destroying
good look.
Medicare.
He should have
Because
stayed his
all of
voice.
these people are coming in, they're putting them on Medicare, they're putting them on Social Security, they're gonna destroy Social Security. This man.
Oh, that was rough, man.
This.
Destroy Social Security.
So okay, so cool. We've established that the moderators are not going to address any falsehoods whatsoever.
That's true.
Cool. Because he just said that immigrants are coming in here, they're getting on Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security. They're not eligible to collect any of those benefits.
The problem is that he doesn't care whether they're here illegally or not. He's just going to say, well, they're getting Medicaid and Medicaid.
Yeah.
And they do nothing for us. What this
No
man
one
has
cares
done
what they're
is
saying.
absolutely
Biden looks
criminal.
old and Trump
Thank you,
doesn't.
President.
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of.
First presidential election since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. This morning, the court ruled on yet another abortion case, temporarily allowing emergency abortions to continue in Idaho, despite that state's restrictive ban. Former President Trump, you take credit for the decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, which returned the issue of abortion to the states.
He doesn't have the same mojo as State of the
The
Union.
federal government still plays
You
a
know.
role in whether or not women have access to abortion
Trump's
pills.
going to lie about his own state.
They're used in about 2/3 of all abortions. As president, would you block abortion medication?
First of all, the Supreme Court just approved the abortion bill, and I agree with their decision to have done that, and I will not block it. And if you look at this whole question that you're asking, it's complex, but not really complex. 51 years ago, we had Roe v. Wade, and everybody wanted to get it back to the states. Everybody, without exception.
Everybody.
Democrats, Republicans,
Eric
liberals,
Gosley said I agree
conservatives,
with their decision.
everybody.
What the fuck is he talking about?
And
I don't
what
know.
did
I don't know what he's talking
with
about.
great Supreme Court
He's just making shit up.
And they have to divert
That's the thing. He can talk a lot.
killing Roe v.
Doesn't
Wade.
mean it makes sense when he's talking at a speed,
This
which
is
makes people
something
think, oh,
everybody
it's
wants.
right.
Now, 10 years
Yeah.
ago or so, they started talking about how many weeks and how many this and getting into. other
He's
things.
energetic.
Legal scholar throughout the world,
Energetic and full
the
of shit.
most respected, wanted it brought back to the states.
And-
Now the states are working it out. If you look at.
And here's what the CNN commentators will say when this is over, if he keeps this up. They will say Donald Trump was very presidential tonight.
Hey, we got a full Hollywood Squares now.
Yeah.
Cowbell.
Like Ronald Reagan, I
I
believe.
think they're against the president stuff right now.
Person that believes it. And frankly,
Why
I
did
think
they
it's
put, like,
important to believe in the exceptions.
needles in
Some
his
people you have
shoes
to
or,
follow your heart, some people don't.
Yeah.
That would work.
Rape, incest, and the life of the mother. I think it's very important.
You know what? That's
Follow
what
your
happens
heart, but
when we have a
you have to get
goddamn
elected
candidate
also. And because that has to do with other things. You got to get elected. The problem they have is they're radicals because
I
they
mean,
will
incumbents
take
run.
the life
That's
of the
sadly
child
the way
in
it
the
works.
8th month, the 9th month, and even
And
after
then
birth.
also,
After birth. If you look at
why did
the
anyone
former
else step
governor
up
of
to run?
Virginia,
That was
he
it.
was willing to do this. He said,
Not
we'll
that
put
anyone
the baby
could.
aside and we'll determine what we do with the baby, meaning we'll kill the baby.
After birth, abortion.
He's just lying.
Yes, yes, yes. It's not under oath. There's no oath.
The fact is that the vast majority of countries
Checking him out.
Killing the babies
this
now.
idea that they're all against it is just ridiculous. And this is the guy who said the state should be able to have it. We're in a state where in 6 weeks.
Come on, Brandon.
Maybe it just takes a little bit of time to
see a doctor, have your
get rolling. I get it. I don't get out of bed that easy.
He's been debating for over
The
50
idea that
years. He
states
knows how to do it.
We need some dark Brandon action, man.
That each state have a different rule.
I hope Trump needles him a little bit. That'll get him going.
Yeah.
Including a young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral. And the idea that she was murdered by an immigrant coming in there to talk about that. Here's the deal.
Maybe there's a hacker out there who can just
One
take
young woman being raped by
the entire CNN feed down.
by the spouses, brothers and sisters. It's just ridiculous. And they can do nothing about it.
Audio only.
And they try to arrest them.
Did he just say women are being raped by their brothers and sisters?
There have been many young women murdered by the same people he allows to come across our border. We have a border that's the most dangerous place anywhere in the world, considered the most dangerous
So
place
is
anywhere
somebody
in the world.
watching
And he
in the
opened it
background?
up, and these killers are coming into our country, and they are
Boys and
raping
girls.
and killing
Boys and
women.
girls.
And it's a
I'm
terrible
high as
thing. As
fuck.
far as he's now back with the states, the states are voting.
All right, thanks, brother. Good to see you, man.
A liberal decision in many cases.
Love you,
it's the
Tom.
opposite.
Fuck you too.
But they're voting, and it's bringing it back to the vote of the people, which is what everybody wanted, including the founders, if they knew about this issue.
Oh,
which
this is
frankly
fucked
they
up,
didn't.
man.
But they would have done it. Everybody
looks like
wanted
a-
it brought back. Ronald Reagan wanted it brought back. He wasn't able to get it. Everybody wanted it brought back, and many presidents had tried to get it back. I was the one to do it. And again, this gives it to vote of the people, and that's where they wanted it. Every legal scholar wanted it.
Yeah, he's just going unchecked.
Staying on the topic of
But I think
There's going to be a scene coming up soon of
I'll let
Biden's
you do
face,
that.
and it looks like
This is the same topic. 7
he's
states
pissed.
have no legal restrictions on how far into a pregnancy a woman can obtain an abortion.
that's not
Do you support
true.
Are those
any
all
legal
requests?
limits on how late a woman should be able to terminate
Trump's getting
pregnancy?
Fuck, I know these people.
I don't know anything.
Yeah, this is Biden's face. I'm
First
like,
time
what
is
the fuck
between
is
the woman and
happening?
the doctor. Second time is between the doctor and an extreme situation. The third time.
Yeah, I mean, his.
Oh, Trump did his Biden. What's this coming up soon?
The idea
Oh,
that
let's
the
get
politicians, the founders want the
Trump's doing it.
politicians to be the ones making decisions on a woman's health
Watch.
is ridiculous. It's a
Oh,
lie.
he just
No politician should make that decision. A doctor should not make that decision. That's how it should be run. That's what you're going to do.
First lips,
And if I'm
man.
elected, I'm going to restore Roe v.
Turn his body. I don't know if
We
it's
can
Daddy's TV
take the life
or
of the
he's
baby
actually
in the
turning that
ninth month
fucking red.
and even after birth, because some states, Democrat run,
Anyone's guess.
take it after birth. Again, the governor.
He's
Well,
talking
so-
about after birth abortion.
So we've been talking for 5 minutes about abortions performed after the baby is born. This debate is fucking useless.
After birth.
This is fucking useless, man. This is useless.
Simply not true.
So he's just gonna say bullshit and no one's gonna call him.
That's not the
Nobody
circumstance.
wants it to happen.
Only one is
Oh,
representation
you
to
should
do the
see
job.
Biden's face.
That's
Oh,
the
he's
only
getting pissed.
circumstance.
He's getting real
But
pissed.
we are not a late term.
Hey, that reminds me. That reminds me. I am aware of one case where somebody aborted their child after it was born. God.
We think the Democrats are the radicals, not the
Oh, he's
Republicans.
breathing deeper.
51 years.
Well, now he's got some color in his face. That's good.
Yeah, Biden's getting a little animated
It
here.
was taken away because this
Oh.
guy would convert.
It doesn't matter how you start.
Supreme Court.
Matters
His
how you
credit for taking it away. What
True
you gonna
story,
do?
my man.
What
True
you gonna do,
story.
in fact, if the MAGA Republicans, he gets elected, and the MAGA Republicans control the Congress,
Trump
and they
is starting
pass a
to interrupt.
universal ban on
Mhm.
abortion
Trying to interrupt.
across the board.
Oh,
Look, he's pinched. He's just pinched. He's trying to hold it in. He's pinched.
I think he's prairie dogging.
Is he crowning?
I think he's crowning.
Migrants have illegally crossed the southern border on your watch. Overwhelming border states and overburdening cities such as New York and Chicago, and in some cases causing real safety and security concerns.
Yep, your
Given
mic
that,
is
why should
off,
voters
dude.
trust you to solve this crisis?
Because we
I want
work
them
very
to
hard
show
to get
him trying to
bipartisan
interrupt.
agreements, not only change all.
This is their fair and balanced question.
Right.
Where you had no circumstance where they could come across.
Let's keep it lively. Here we go. Okay.
We significantly increased the number of sidewalks. Significantly, by the way, the Border Patrol endorsed me, endorsed my position. In addition to that, the kind of situation where he was present, he was.
I mean, at least he actually opened his eyes.
He's a long distance runner.
That's right. He's in this for the long haul, man.
That's right.
This is a 50-miler.
Classic. Oh, just wait for a cut here. Just look at Donald Trump's face.
Talk about the bipartisan bill that Trump killed, dude. Come on.
Donald Trump passed one piece of legislation, and that was a tax.
Yeah, it was a tax cut.
Where there was
We had the safest border in the history of our country. All we had to do was leave it. All we had to do was leave it.
It's
We decided
America.
to open up our border, open up our country to
no
people that are
abuse.
from prisons,
Oh, he
people
allows
that
it.
are from
Oh,
mental
rude.
institutions, insane asylums, terrorists. We have the largest number of terrorists coming into our country right now. All terrorists, all over the world, not just in South
Oh, this guy.
all over the world,
That's a little man
from
talk.
the Middle East, everywhere, all over the world, they're pouring in. And this guy just left it open. And he didn't need legislation because I didn't have legislation. I said, close the border. We have the safest border in history. In the final couple of months of my presidency,
Terrorists
we
come
have-
from every country that isn't European.
And by the way,
He shut the border down because of COVID.
Everything is the best in history.
Everything that's not a European country
We
is
had the
criminal.
safest border in history. Now we have the worst border in history. There's never been anything like it. And people are dying all over the place, including the people that are coming up.
Gee,
The only chair that's.
Biden's getting upset.
Yeah, Biden's getting-
Before they came along and killed.
This is gonna derail. This might derail.
Killed Al Qaeda. Or to-
Like, you need to eat right now.
Killed three
You
American
gotta
soldiers.
eat, buddy.
Killed 3 American soldiers. That's the
Biden's
only
getting too
chair.
animated. He's getting a
I'm
little
not
pissy
saying
because
it's no
Trump
chair
is
for nothing. The idea.
just literally lying. Everything he says is a lie.
It's unreal.
Every single word that's coming out of his mouth, man. Every single word that's coming out of Trump's mouth is a lie.
And how can you debate with that? You're like, I don't know where to start. Like, everything he said is a lie. Yeah, I mean, don't mix words. He's saying he's lying. That's not my responsibility. He's lying.
Yeah, he says that's not true.
Just said he's lying.
Spouses are citizens, including those who have lived here.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
How will you do it?
People we call al-Baghdadi.
Al-Baghdadi. He pronounces it like he's a rapper. Like it's some guy from Idaho named Al-Baghdadi.
And also killing our citizens when they come in. We are living right now in a rat's nest. They're
It was
killing our
really
people
hoping
in New York, in
We need
California,
that
in
dude to
every
moderate
state
over.
in the
Yes.
United
Yes.
States. Every state is now-
I was talking to somebody about that today.
Ridiculous.
There's just no accountability.
I guess that this is going to be like any
People are
NFL
coming
game
in
or
and
any
they're killing
sport,
our
actually, where the
citizens.
refs
And
start
we're
to get
literally-
really nitpicky
we call
toward
it
the end.
migrant crime. I call it Biden's migrant crime. They're killing our citizens at a level that
Every
we've
state
never
is not
seen
a-
before. And you're reading it like these three incredible young
Every
girls
state
over
is
the
a
last
border.
2 days. One of them that just spoke.
Yeah,
I bet you didn't know Ohio is a border state, Wiseacre.
I have no idea. It's probably because of the run state that's shipping everyone everywhere else.
That's right.
Well, so all right. I'm gonna see what we have in the comments, just because every single thing that Trump is saying is a lie.
We have to get a lot of these people out. We have to get them out fast.
12
Because
is
they're going to
incredibly
destroy
young.
our country. Just take a look at where they're living. They're living
You
in
guys should know how
luxury
young
hotels
he
in
is.
New York City and other places. Our veterans are on the street.
Hey, Transgression, yes, it is.
He's always that way. Every rally he says the same thing.
I had the highest.
These are literally his rally speeches. Every single word is
He has 2 minutes to answer the question. I don't think he's answering it.
Choice, they got through Congress. All of the different things
What happened,
they
Misha?
approved,
What happened?
they abandoned it. We had by
He said
far
he
the
doesn't like
highest, and now
veterans.
it's down in less than half
Doesn't.
because he's done all these great things that we did.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
think he did it.
This is just a Trump rally in between Biden talking.
Oh, look at his face. Oh, he's doing the lips.
It's a very sad day.
Every single thing he said is a lie.
Boom.
Yes.
Every single one. For example, veterans are held out there.
Oh my God, I approved it.
1 million of them now.
Killed so many guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
What happened?
Mike,
He's trying so. Look at Trump. He's trying so hard to hold it together, man. He's trying so hard to hold it together.
Also a situation where there's great respect for veterans. My son spent a year in Iraq, living right next to one of those burnt. That's came back to Pittsburgh about storm. We're recently in France for D-Day. And I spoke so about that at the time. I went to the World War II cemetery, World War I cemetery, he used to go to. He was staying with his 4-star general. And he told me, so I don't want to leave because the rest of the news suckers. My son was
What'd she say?
His neck vagina.
First of all, that was a made up suckers and losers. They made it up. It was in a third.
They made it up.
Like many of these magazines.
Third-rate magazine, Rolling Stone. Third-rate magazine.
There's 19 people that said I didn't say it.
you're the loser.
Who would
Oh,
say
that was
I'm
awesome.
at a cemetery or I'm talking about
Like,
our
I don't know
veterans?
how you
There's
can even
nobody saying
respond to
better
someone
care.
who's
So
like
glad this
literally
came up.
nothing but
And
lies.
he brought it up.
It's not
There's
a
nobody
debate.
that's
It's
taken
not.
better care of our soldiers than I have. To think that I would confront
Look, you know, I had
generals and
19
others say
people.
suckers and losers. We have 19
Especially
people
when the moderator
that said
shit.
it was never said by me. It was made up
I feel
by
like
him.
we've
Just
gone
like
off
Russia,
track
Russia,
here.
Russia,
Look at
Russia.
Biden looking at him, man.
51 intelligence.
That's not a good look.
No.
Just like the nuclear-
That is not a good look.
It's the same thing. 51 intelligence agents said that the
Who cares?
laptop was
Yeah,
Russian
19 people that he
disinformation.
completely made up.
Exactly.
They were all in
Hey, we're on to the laptop.
Disinformation. He made up the suckers and losers, so he should apologize to be right.
What's with the 16, 19? This
Our
is
general
making shit.
said your side was on your staff. He said you
Biden
said.
was like, I didn't prepare for this.
That's number one. And number two, the
Oh, so
idea.
he's going after Hunter now. There we
I
go.
didn't have that on my bingo card. Laptop.
We've done more for veterans than any president
You pulled
has
that
in
out
American
early.
American history. And they now are their family.
Well,
The only sacred
Oh my God, I
obligation
actually wish that
is to
Obama was in
home, is the family,
fighting
and quick them when they
CRPs
go
right
in.
now.
Oh man.
oh no, I saw magas on TikTok today that said Obama is in an earpiece in Joe Biden's ear, and that Obama is also running Joe Biden's teleprompter for tonight.
Biden needs to calm down.
Russian President Vladimir Putin says he'll only end this war if
Trump
Russia
is
keeps
infuriated.
the Ukrainian territory it is already claimed
Good to see you,
and
bud.
Ukraine
There he is.
abandons its bid to join NATO.
Oh,
I mean, look,
Brit in the house.
First of all,
given that we have an open border, I figured I should let at least one foreigner into the thing. Coming here and stealing our jobs. That guy took my job.
I knew it.
Much more than people know. You know, they talk
It
about
seems
numbers.
like
You
it's
can
getting
double those
personal.
numbers, maybe triple those numbers.
Liz P, not the butthole lips.
Good one. I'm gonna start throwing ketchup.
But he should have fired those sheriffs. No Joe got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we left billions of dollars of equipment behind. We lost 13
As a
beautiful
person
soldiers.
with a
and
stutter
38 soldiers were obliterated.
Yeah.
And by the way, we left
Plus
people behind too.
ADHD.
We left
Embarrassing
American
moment in our
citizens
history.
behind. When Putin saw that, he said, "You know what? I think we're going to go in and maybe take my
The lower
this
teeth are
is
getting
his dream."
exposed. That
I
means
talked
he's
to him
getting rid of
about
his
it. His dream. The difference is he never would have invaded
What does he even
Ukraine.
say?
Never.
Obliterated.
Israel would have never
dumbass.
been
Who
invaded
just walked in front of the
in a
camera?
million years by Hamas. You know why? Because Iran was broke with me. I wouldn't let anybody
I'm
do
ahead
business
too,
with
but I'm
them.
watching.
They
I'm
ran
just
out
trying
of
to listen
money.
to
They were
what's
broke.
on
They had no
the
money for
screen.
Hamas. They had no money for anything. No money for terror. That's why you had no terror at all during my administration.
No
There
terror.
was no terror. No terror. No terror.
Never heard so much more. Where's situation where, let's take the last one first. Iran attacked American troops.
You had tariff.
Killed
You put a tariff.
caused brain damage.
Didn't he have tariffs
to a number of
when he
his
was in
troops,
office?
and he did nothing about it. Recently,
he's
when he was president.
Malarkey,
He said
yes.
they're just
Yeah,
having
malarkey
that's all it is. He didn't do a thing when the attack took place, number one. Number two, we got over 100,000 Americans and others out of Afghanistan during that area. Number three, we found ourselves in a situation where, if you take a look at what
You all right, Wiseacre?
You better take a drink, man.
Yeah, we should have gotten bingo. We should have gotten bingo cards, man. We should have gotten bingo cards for this.
I got a bingo card.
Does
Oh,
it have?
Guy has one.
Does it have malarkey on it?
It does not, but it did have China.
China? Mandy!
This is a war that never should have started.
They
If we had a leader in this
You
war,
aren't even
he let
moderating.
everybody
Let's
along.
put it that way.
He's given $200 billion
It's amazing I have
now
a
or
phone
more
to even join this.
to Ukraine. He's given
When
$200
I wanted to
billion.
throw it-
That's a lot. Every time that Zelensky comes to this country, he walks away with $60 billion. It's the greatest sales than ever. And I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking anything. I'm only saying the money that we're spending on this war, and we shouldn't be spending. It should have never happened. I will have that war settled between Putin.
He's going to settle the war.
As president-elect before I take office on January 20th.
Yeah.
That war settled.
Yeah, Trump is going to take Putin. Trump's going to take Putin and Zelensky to Subway and get some sandwiches, and they're going to solve the war.
Just hash it out.
Hash it out over a foot long.
He's killed thousands and thousands of people. And he has made one
There we
thing
go, Biden.
clear.
Open your eyes. There
He
you go.
wants to reestablish what
Oh, 2 weeks. All it takes is 2 weeks, right, Orange Man?
Yeah, it's coming. Same with his healthcare plan.
If he could stop when
Healthcare plan, that caravan.
he takes Ukraine,
Still on its
what do you
way.
think happens to Paul? What do you think?
Yep, malarkey bingo. Good, that's a good one, Lisa.
I have Israel on this one in woke, but
Haven't heard woke yet. TikTok is down.
Slug Prince. Joe kind of looks like the smell is beginning to waft towards his side of the stage. He's, yeah. Oh, Biden has notes. I didn't think Biden's got notes. I didn't think they were allowed to have notes.
He's got notes.
Ah.
Yeah, just go consult with the team.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he's been looking down. It's because he's afraid.
Look at that look on his face.
Listen.
To get Hamas and Israel to end the war, you have 2 minutes.
Number one, everyone from the United Nations Security Council, straight to the G7,
This is
endorsed the plan.
we're fucked.
It's just 3 stages. The first stage is treating the hostages or
Every country's eating its own shit right now. What's happening?
I'm not having fun anymore.
Yeah.
It's the human centipede of countries just being like,
Right? This
I would actually love to hear Trump's answer to this
In the meantime, what's happening
Biden's
in Israel, we're trying to see, the only thing I denied Israel was 2,000-pound bombs.
This
They don't
isn't
work
fun.
very well in populated areas. They kill a lot of innocent people. They're providing Israel all the weapons they need and when they need it. And by the way,
there's
I'm the
no
guy that
good outcomes
organized
talking
the
about
world against Iran when they had a
Yeah,
full-blown
nobody's a winner here.
intercontinental
He's
war.
older. He's older than the State of the
Biden's a
Union.
1% better winner.
No one Israeli was accidentally killed and it stopped.
That's still
We
better.
saved Israel. We are the biggest producer of support for Israel of anyone around the world. And so there are 2 different things. Moss
I mean,
cannot
if people,
allow
put it
to
this way,
continue. We
if
continue
people
to
think
send our
Biden sounds
our
old,
trophies
just imagine if
always
RFK
against
were.
Moss like we did that. But you got to be careful for what's you just said.
Here's the thing that I ask. Why isn't
keep
RFK
going for
allowed
1
to
second.
be up there right now?
We have an
Because
ocean
it doesn't have enough state ballot
the European
representation.
nations
Yeah, you
together
gotta qualify.
spent 100 billion or maybe
You
more
can't
than
just let
that,
everybody
less
into
than
the
us.
Olympics, you know?
Why doesn't he call them and say you got to put up your money? Like I did with NATO. I got them to put up hundreds of billions of
I'm
dollars.
not
The
an
Secretary General.
Biden looks like a deer in headlights, man.
Look at that! Look at the fucking look on his face. It's making me crazy.
He does it every time.
Almost 100% of the money was paid by us. He didn't do that. He's doing all. You got to ask these people to put up the money. We're over $100 billion more spent. So it has a bigger impact on them because of location.
He's just making shit up.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He's the one that wants to. He said the only one that wants to keep going is Hamas.
Wants to get out of NATO, which will be
And you
great
should
for
let him go and let him finish the job. He doesn't want to do it. He thinks he's like a Palestinian, but they don't like him because he's a very bad
And
Palestinian.
all we're
He's a
gonna
weak
see
one.
is people posting Biden looking confused.
Yeah.
Tired. Like,
Of course.
now the narrative was so they can hear about facts.
On the plus side,
The
it's
idea
fucking
that we
Jew.
have our
Forget about this.
no.
But
It may be a big ocean.
That's true.
Technically, the Republican Party doesn't even have to pick Trump as their
What happens
nominee
if
at
the
this
fact we
point.
have
neither party does. I mean,
continue to go
nominations
in
that
the
did conference.
We have an Article 5 agreement. Attack on one, attack on all. You want to start the nuclear war he keeps talking about, go ahead. Let the Iranians control.
It could be 1968 all over again.
It could happen.
Oh God.
I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. And by the way, I got 50 other nations around the world. Sorry, including Japan and South Korea. Because they
Yes,
understand that this
1968
this
Democratic
this
Convention in
location
Chicago
is a
was
serious threat to the
hugely
whole world.
insane, and they
No
picked
major
a
war
different
has ever been
candidate.
defeated.
Well, who resigned? It was
President Trump's just
That's a good point,
It-
Jim.
Yeah, 1968 was a mess. If you want to learn more about it, you should Google 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
I don't think that's
just look up Goatsy and then you'll know.
Exactly. Yes.
Lemon Party and then
Yes. And meat spin.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? I don't know what's happening here, but I think
No.
it needs to stop.
I'm writing down new merch ideas, Wiseacre.
I want to ask you about January 6th.
Here we go. J6 question coming.
Some of them stormed the Capitol to stop the constitutionally mandated counting of electoral votes. As president, you swore an oath to preserve, protect, and defend unquote the
thing is that
Constitution.
Biden is grasping, but
believe that you violated that
Trump
oath
is speaking
through your
utter
actions
bullshit.
and inaction on January 6th and worried that you'll hear it again.
Why don't they feel any believe
Ooh,
that?
look
Let me
at
tell you
Trump's
about
face on
6th.
January 6th.
On January
Yeah,
6th,
stupid Kurt.
we had a great
Those
border.
lips pursed. No
Nobody
shit's coming
coming
out.
through. Very
Great border.
On January 6th, we were energy independent. On January 6th,
Wait,
we
his
had the
eyes
lowest
are really
taxes
shaking
ever.
back and
We
forth
had
a
the
lot.
lowest regulations ever.
Yeah.
On January 6th,
Yeah.
we respected all over the world. All over the world,
I
we
mean,
respected.
that
And then
white
he
stuff.
comes in,
kinda
and we're now
do that
left
too.
at. We're like a
Yeah,
bunch of
that
stupid
Adderall.
people.
He's just completely ignoring the question.
The United States' reputation under this man's leadership is horrible, including
What taxes
weaponization,
have to
which
do
I'm
with
sure at
January
some point you'll be talking about.
Can they force him to answer? Ask him
No.
to answer the fucking question?
Like completely sidestep the question.
There he goes.
I don't think it was even a dodge. I think he just walked away.
Well, I didn't say
Everything he
that to
said
anybody.
has
in his rallies over and over again. All he's doing is just going to
Nancy
his hit
Pelosi, if you just watch
ignoring the
news from 2 days ago,
Oh, Nancy.
on tape to her daughter, who's a documentary filmmaker, they say.
Filmmaker? He just said Nancy Pelosi's daughter is a filmmaker. 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 No.
It's a really complicated word. Maybe he'll tie this back into him collectors.
Virtually nothing.
Oh
to
my
do. They asked
gosh.
me to go make a
Again,
speech.
complete
I could see what was
sidestep
happening.
here.
Everybody was saying
That's
they're gonna
probably
be there.
smart though,
January
because
6th,
he is
they're
so
gonna be there.
proud, you know.
And I said,
Bring
you
up
know
film,
what?
it'll
It's a lot of
transition
people
to
coming.
how
You could
the White
feel
House
it.
is
You
actually
could
on
feel
the
it too,
movie
and
side.
you
It's
could
not
feel
it's
it.
just an
And I
actor.
says,
And
they even have
it'll
some
stand
National
out
Guard.
as
That's right.
And they offered to do it, and she now admits that she turned it down. And it was the same day she was, I don't know, she can't be very happy with the daughter because it made her into a liar. She said, I take full responsibility for January 6th.
Wait, is he blaming Jake Tapper for January 6th?
She took full response. No, Nancy.
He said Nancy Pelosi took full responsibility for January 6th.
I swear it's been 90 seconds. Come on,
He sent you on it, she was punching in the face.
I'm sorry, you can't have a debate with my don't
This is not a debate.
Biden's walk away like, what's the fucking point? Right, he's not answering any question, and you're not.
I don't think it's a debate, actually.
This is these two old fucks posting on Twitter.
No.
This is them writing into Facebook, order Papa John's.
I mean, look, man, we've made it almost 45 minutes into this thing, and Trump hasn't lost his shit.
Biden's calling him out.
The only thing that's gonna save him is he's gonna look like this Biden looks like a
He
guy.
wants to put them all out, and now he says.
What's the effect of your full? He just looks like the person that's normal. Trump's
Yeah, he's just not like quick on it. Because he's not going to be, even if he was younger with speech, speech impediment, those things are going to slow him down anyway. But as
literally Trump is just doing his rally speeches, so it's right there for him anyway.
yeah.
Does anybody know the effective what they've done there?
Some
With the
people.
fires all over the city.
Well,
I
it's
didn't
been
bring
talking
any
about
because that's
pardoning
been
January
As
destroyed.
far as how long
When
it
you
like
look at all of
take.
the
If he took it
They
right
took
before
over
he
big
came on,
chunks
he
of
kicked
Seattle.
Depends
It
on
was
what
all
you're
set to
taking.
bring
Like
in
mine
the
are
National
extended
Guard. They
release, so
heard
mine
that. They
lasts
started
48 hours.
coming
And then like the
in.
standard one is
What
like
he
4
said
hours.
about this whole subject is so off. He
Does
said
that
that
mean
the
Admiral speak?
He starts breathing through his nose a lot.
You don't have
basically two
ADHD,
horrible
but some of us
Republicans
have
that are all
ADHD.
gone now.
I understand that because
And
I'm
Democrats, all
but I
Democrats.
understand this.
They
also
destroyed
speaks.
and
Did
deleted
Trump just say
all
call
the
the National
information
Guard
they
in?
found because they found out we
Yes.
were right.
He didn't do
We
that.
were right.
It is.
And they deleted and
So
destroyed
they
all of the
called the
information.
National
They should
Guard
go
and then
to
everybody
jail.
left on January
The
6th.
Republicans did
What's
that.
left?
They go to
Thank you, President
It's
Trump.
like,
President Biden,
it was a love fest.
The only person in this state is convicted felon.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Bingo.
The fact of the matter is.
all the evidence has been destroyed.
What he's telling you.
That was beautiful.
That was it. That was the line.
There is no.
There it is.
Stop what's going on in Capitol Hills. And all those people, every one of those were convicted.
Yeah, that's right.
The idea that
Did Attorney Dye just say a naughty word?
I think so. I heard it.
Time to say, well, Donald Trump is a convicted felon.
When I asked him the first two debates we had, first time around, I said, will you announce the Proud Boy? He said, no, I'll tell them to stand by. The idea he's refusing, will you denounce these guys? You denounce the people we're talking about now? You denounce the people
It's only June.
happened?
If the UK can have an election in 6 weeks,
I'm gonna give you a
One of the things that really.
Oh, I want to see Trump's rebuttal to this.
I wish I could be like prepping. I know other women that'll say this too, like prepping Biden, like for the answers around the abortion answer. When he said under Roe, the only time abortions happen late in pregnancy is the woman's gonna die. It's still not abortion at that point. It's labor and delivery. You're going to deliver that baby and save her life.
That's
Not
right.
just look for a viable child. Like I wish, because when he said that, all
Well,
I
I
heard
said
was,
my
oh, fuck, they're gonna think
retribution
they're
is
doing
going to
that.
be.
Yeah.
They're gonna take that out of
successful again.
They're
because
gonna
right
see
now
it.
it's
Oh yeah, they're
abomination.
aborting a baby. No,
My
nobody's aborting a
retribution is
baby in
going to
9
be
months.
success.
Gonna deliver that
But when
baby.
he
It's
talks
viable,
about a
and they're gonna
convicted
see what
felon,
it's
his
like.
son
That's
is a
what's gonna
convicted
happen.
felon.
you
At a
should
very
have.
high level.
Should've
His
seen
son is
live. I
convicted.
was
He was convicted
last night,
probably
something.
numerous other times. should have been convicted
His
before.
wife
but his-
Say my son's not running for president.
Right.
Nations lapse on the most important thing. But he could be a convicted felon as soon as he gets out of office. Joe could be a convicted felon with all of the things that he's done. He's done horrible things. All of the death caused at the border, telling the
Why is he
Ukrainian
bringing this
people
up? What does this have to
we're
do
going
with
to want $1
anything?
billion.
Nothing. It has nothing to do with anything.
Otherwise, you're not getting $1 billion.
No, that's
Just balance everyone trying to like.
every time he brings up Hunter Biden says how much Donald Trump is convicted of something. That's all he needs to say after
This man is a criminal. This man, you're lucky. You're lucky. I did
And
nothing wrong.
that's why I'm
We
so
got a system that was
disappointed.
rigged and disgusting. I did
This is
nothing wrong.
ridiculous.
Thank you, President Trump.
They're letting the speech.
One thing I'm enjoying right now is the fact that
You-
Joe is
Well, you
actually
want to respond? Go ahead.
turning around and he's
The
talking to
idea
Donald. Not talking to the cameras, not talking to. He's a lot more animated doing this.
It's simply
He
wrong.
likes one-on-one with people.
Number two, the idea that you have a right to seek retribution against any man just because you're president is wrong. It's simply wrong. No president's ever spoken like that.
It just
No president, no history. Number
roast
three,
beef flapping in the wind.
crimes that you are still charged with. We think of all the civil penalties. How
Roast
many
beef flapping in the
billions of
wind
dollars
was
do
the
you
name
owe
of
civil
my
penalties?
Creed cover band.
Understanding women of public, doing a whole range of things,
Oh, and then
having a sexual force.
Oh yeah, nail him, Joe.
It's one more debate, I think.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Is it? No?
I didn't have sex with
Not
a
after
police,
this.
number one. Number two.
Wait. Wait, hang on. We just had a major party candidate say in
I
a
didn't have
presidential
sex-
debate,
I didn't have
I
sex
didn't
with a
have
porn
sex
star.
with a porn star. Welcome to 2024, everybody. Oh my God.
That should be it. If I were fine, I'd drop the mic and leave. Like, I'm not.
He basically went after his political
George
opponents
Costanza.
because he thought he was going to damage me. But when the public found out
It
about
was
these
a
cases,
joke,
because they
you
understand
idiot.
it better than he does. He has no idea what these cases
I'm
are.
sorry, that
But
ball's
when they found out about these cases, you know what they did? My phone numbers went up way up. You know that because you're reporting it. And we took in more money in the last 2 weeks.
Has anybody on this live had sex with a porn star?
Show of hands.
Comment.
Same. Huh? Sure.
So that's two.
Unless you're the amateur, then it doesn't count. That's right.
And the question should be.
Wait. But so a thing just popped up on my screen. A thing just popped up on my screen that said, "Do you want to remove opinionated Brit from this live?" That's right. They know you're foreign. The algorithm detected your accent.
The button right under that said "Ask for his papers."
I guess, man.
I said the word porn star. I think
I said I wasn't running until I.
Always with the potty mouth, man.
Coming out of the worst kind
it's supposed to be me.
unfortunate. It's in the St. Anna fire. They signed back in Germany. And the young woman got killed. I spoke to the mother. And they asked him, they said,
Again, I will vote for a turnout as long as it's not.
when to try to stop it.
Yeah.
And he said, I think the sign.
Hell, I'd vote for Wiseacre.
What?
Oh yeah.
Nazis coming out of the fields carrying torches, singing the same anti-Semitic violence. Carrying
I
swastika.
vote for Wiseacre.
Five people.
Papa Johnson.
This is the
Hey, did everybody see Papa Don's TikTok today, where he was sitting on the toilet and he was tearing pages out of the Bible and wiping his ass?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah. In response to some comment, somebody was like, "You're going to hell."
Oh my
He's sitting on the toilet, ripping pages out of the Bible.
God.
You know it, and I know this ridiculous. We have a debate. We're trying to justify his presidency. His presidency is without question, the worst president, the worst presidency in the history of our country.
Oh, little Donnie.
There's nothing to debate.
Boo hoo.
Little Donnie Two Scoops has a sad.
We gotta be careful why they are.
And just the other day, it came where it was fully debunked.
I'm old and I'm
It's a nonsense story. He knows.
Wait, no, I think somebody in the comments just made some news. Username Puddin Poo said that Biden is losing.
Well, Puddin would know.
Puddin Poo, which I guess that is a comment about the consistency of their bowel movements being like pudding or something. I'm not sure.
I think it's their skull pudding.
Which, you know, I mean, that just circles right back to Two Girls, One Cup, but whatever.
Okay, so I think you went great. You looked this up.
That's right, he didn't.
I never actually looked that up ever. Oh, commercial break.
Oh, dude, you're missing out.
Thank you, President Biden. We're going to be right back.
Commercial break. Here we go.
Whoa.
I mean, honestly, I guess there has been debates that have, well, I guess it's in retrospect that have decided the presidency.
So what are these guys doing during the commercial? Just looking at each other?
They're Rochambeauing for who gets to go to the bathroom first.
All right, everybody go do your business.
Someone needs a diaper change.
Here's some of my names. Here's my puppets, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
This one says, I'm not orange, I'm peach. Cover up the commercials so I don't get any copyright issues. Really sick of all this winning.
Man, how screwed are we?
Let's see what we got over here on YouTube. Lisa said, wish I hadn't eaten shrimp. Gonna suck when I puke.
Lisa Marie's got some good comments tonight, man.
That's a good one, man.
Influence on the center of this country, which
Well,
most
yeah.
of the people in this country are center.
Yeah, that's true.
But my question for the Trump supporters, is how is Donald Trump doing as well as he is if every single thing in his entire life is rigged against him?
I don't know.
And the room goes silent.
There's a good portion of this country, like you say, Hawk, that is dumb, gullible, mean,
Loud, easily manipulated. Yeah, speaking of which, I just saw a potato in the comments that put RFK Jr. 2024. Speaking of that.
I'm just glad they're not screaming at each other like last time.
I wish it were that way.
There was a no name, no face, which is normal. They said interest rates and housing. Why is that? Like no name.
Why is what? People are concerned about
why
that.
do we have high interest rates and housing costs?
Don't have that
Because of Jerome Powell.
Yeah, the Fed.
How one guy can control interest rates is beyond me. Hey, Mr. Global, I got a question for Mr. Global. You probably know more about this than I do. How is it that one guy controls interest rates at the Fed? Well, you know more about that shit than the rest of us, man. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe your whole thing has been a fraud this whole time.
Trump appoint him first, if we just carried him, Biden just carried him over.
Yeah, I think so.
I just don't understand how people. I mean, I'm a dumb fucking truck driver. How do people not understand that if the interest rate goes low, inflation is going to be high. If we want to keep inflation just a little bit lower, we're going to have some inflation. Plus, in this day and age, 2024, there is one study out there saying that 53% of inflation is caused by corporate fucking greed.
And I mean, just compare what Trump wants
Well,
to do.
that tells me that inflation is therefore not.
We're back.
That tells me that inflation is not related to interest rates. So bring interest rates down so people can buy fucking houses again.
All right, we're back. Turn it up. I turned it down.
In addition to that, we find that the impact
It bums me out that Biden sounds like he's whispering.
choice that Black families have to make.
As one with constant throat issues, I understand.
They overworked him in preparation.
Look good though. It doesn't look good at all.
No, it does not.
I cut them in half. In half. We gotta make sure we provide for child care costs. We gotta make sure that because when you provide that child care protection, you
does need
economic growth because more people come in
Yeah.
the job market. So there's more to be done.
What he's saying is all true. It's just
done a great deal so far.
And his eyes are so steady.
You have 49 seconds left. What do you say to Black voters who are disappointed with the progress so far?
I say I don't blame
it's not a surprise. Anyone who thought he wasn't old.
For example, I provided for them.
He's well seasoned.
Any Black family, first time home buyer should get a $10,000 tax credit to be able to buy the first home. So they can get
Old is not a disqualifier for being able to run.
That's right. Blow someone over.
Because he has an entire administration behind him. He doesn't. He's not a dictator.
The Secret Service will hold him up.
Laughter and lights in the comments. That makes me happy. Hi, Laughter.
I am wiseacre. I love you to death. I am going to push back on that a little bit. Running shit is absolutely why we're in
And he caused inflation.
I agree with that 100%.
That's why we're in a what?
That's why we're in the situation we're in.
They can't buy groceries anymore. They can't. You look at the cost of food where it's doubled, tripled, and quadrupled.
We don't like
They can't live. They're not living anymore. He caused this inflation. I gave him a country with
Teamwork makes the dream work, everybody.
That's what he said. Best option is if they both croak on stage.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
As sure as you're sitting there, the
I give him a country,
his big killer
sir.
on the black
Dude,
people.
he didn't. He refused to
people
concede.
that
He
he's
didn't
allowed
give
to
him
come
shit.
in through the border. They're taking black jobs now. It could be 8
Oh,
million,
black
it could be
jobs?
19,
Wow.
even 20 million people. They're taking
What are-
black jobs.
what are black jobs?
I'm not entirely sure.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Black jobs.
I don't know what black jobs are.
No, me neither.
I just see it as a loud lie.
With no jobs.
Just give him the rebuttals.
Provided
Anybody know?
thousands of millions of
At the end.
jobs to individuals who are in
Black
low-income
jobs.
and minority communities. They made sure that they had health insurance. They have covered with the ACA. and
They have, like, at the end, they have two different people from the party representation to give them.
How can they not
Get written off from health.
have a live fact check thing just right now?
I think they're doing that. I think they are doing fact checking on CNN's website, but who the hell is looking at CNN's website? There are more people. There are more people on this live than have ever been on CNN's website.
Yes, Laura O'Donnell and
Equity and making sure people have a shot to make it.
Daniel Dale, yeah.
And inflation.
Yeah, everyone wants to know what black jobs are.
Thank you. Another persistent challenge is
Oh,
the
no,
climate crisis.
sorry. I'm on Paramount.
2023
I
was
don't know
the
what black
hottest
jobs
year
are,
in
everybody.
recorded
I really
history
don't.
in communities
You know,
across
comments
the
are-
country are
I was
confronting
like,
the
I wonder if they'll
devastating
have Kitty
effects
Britt
of changes
after
intensifying
Like they did after the
wildfires.
State of the Union.
Right? Yeah. The Stepford wife.
President Trump used that.
Your little kitchen. and just-
That's right.
That's right.
Will you take any action as president to solve the
All right, on to the climate.
Just go back to what you said about police. How close the police are now. Almost every police.
It's a question about the climate.
Look at him.
Almost every police.
He looks like something out of a horror movie.
Close your mouth.
Including the fact that for 10 years we saw the super predators. We can't, in the 1990s, we can't forget.
He doesn't know what the
And he
climate
called
is.
it to them, and they've taken great offense to it. Now they see it happening. But when they see what I did for criminal justice reform
Fuck.
and for the historically black colleges and universities, where I funded them, we got them all funded, and the opportunity zones with
As soon as my microphone turned on,
incredible.
I'd be
He did a
like,
great job.
motherfucker,
Great
you
senator
tried to
from
change
South
the course
Carolina.
of a
He came to me with the idea, and it was a great idea. It's one of the most
You said
successful
to
economic
put a nuclear bomb inside a hurricane to stop it.
Oh my gosh, memories.
And that's why we have the
Money
best
over
numbers
I
that
think these
they
are
can.
real things that
Maybe
actually
ever,
happen.
they're saying ever, I read this morning.
Money over
ever, the
business
best numbers.
What's he talking about?
We lost much of the black
Climate
population.
and historically backed black colleges and universities.
He's also done a
What does
lot
this
of
have to
good
do with the
work
climate?
for Hispanic. But
At
when
least I
you
can
see
answer that
these
question.
millions of people pouring into our
And that's
country,
gonna
and they're
live.
gonna take the jobs, and it's already started, and you
Best
haven't
numbers.
seen anything yet. It's a disaster.
Great answer, buddy.
seconds left. President Trump, will you take any action as president?
fuck you, CNN, and fuck you for your.
So I want
This is like
absolutely
metal
immaculate clean water, and I want absolutely clean air, and we had it. We had H2O. We had the best.
And the reason we don't have that now is because of the open border.
He just said we had H2O.
Yeah.
And my top environmental-
No.
That statistic is before I actually understand it.
Just got like brought up to speed on all of it, and my video got 1 million views overnight. People are losing their shit all over again.
About what?
Oh, wow. I'll fill you in later. Oh.
I make a follow-up video because of all the like people asking all the same questions over and over. In particular, I'd like you all to know this is not an eyelash in my eyeball. It is a broken blood vessel and my was open. But if one more person's like, "How can you watch her? She's got that eyelash." I have one too, Mandy. No one's brought it up yet, but I notice it every.
I'm not that observant.
I love it when I get so. Never thought that there'd be a time like the other day going, I need to find a doctor to fix this, so people shut up.
The Paris Peace.
Yeah,
I immediately tweeted.
Never noticed that.
5 degrees Celsius. And then he
I've never noticed it either. Yeah, so there's gonna be more. Like there's people coming forward from the trip again. The drama's continuing. So I know you were enjoying.
I saw a couple of TikToks from one of the women who was on the trip, and wow,
No one came forward today.
she had some pretty interesting things to say.
Yeah. I didn't know. I had no idea. I had no idea that my video. I did all this stuff. I was like, what is happening? And I looked at the video. I was like, what the hell happened? Where did all these views come from yesterday?
Oh man.
Paris Accord.
I have the biggest part of the stage, I guarantee that. And I want to take care of people.
Somebody typed that in the comment. I blocked him.
Oh.
I got added to the keyword block
Yeah.
list.
What did it?
NBG.
Oh.
They're not calling it out.
They should mute us back immediately when he lies. Mute.
Slow, global. I really respect your opinion. What is your opinion on the climate accord?
One of the largest polluters in the world.
Because I know you're not like left or right. You're pretty. You're the only middle of the road creator I've ever met on set.
We've made significant progress. We're continuing to make progress. Besides the climate code,
That's what everyone accuses them of being. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, people on both sides fucking hate me. I guess that makes me middle of the road.
That's right.
When it comes to citrus beans and global
knows about as center as they can.
I've not seen any indications.
I think it's good to set goals and try to achieve them.
Prescription drugs, one company agreed that they were
There's
against
no such thing as net zero by 2050. That's not a thing.
I made sure every company in the world.
But I do support setting goals.
I too agree with that.
We're going to
So
keep
every
moving
day,
back.
millions of Americans struggle just to
They're
make
already
ends meet. For many older Americans.
Well, according
For people to keep looking at
President
it.
Biden
according
Here we go. Hold on.
Social Security.
Social Security.
Will see their benefits cut in just over 10
Well, I
years.
agree.
Will you name tonight one specific step
When it
you're willing
comes
to
to that,
take to keep
Listen, man, I got a frog in my throat like the 82-year-old there.
You constantly look like he's sticking a fork in an
She's
outlet.
terrified or something.
But yeah, I absolutely agree. A lot of those roles aren't viable. They aren't. But we have to set goals.
Yes. Pay your fair share, you bastards. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh my mic, I'm sorry.
Hot mic, a hot mic moment with Attorney Di.
We love it.
Well, the reason it's not
Such a bad word. Goodness, I can't believe you said bastard.
All right, time for Trump to lie. Look at his lips.
That's right. Lisa Marie's got butthole lips again.
That's right.
We're well past that. It's never gonna happen.
Because he wants to get.
I don't know if it's ever
He
gonna
thinks
happen.
that's probably the context. The one that cuts
Well,
us
it's
to
like,
the
I ain't glad about the nuclear. I can't ever say it right because I get in my head.
Did you just say nuclear?
He did.
I said it wrong because I got into my head about saying it. Nuclear.
And by the way,
Oh, don't even go that way.
OKGW is good. Nuclear.
circumstances.
I got some nuclear power.
400,000 people, 40 million people.
Nuclear.
I'm gonna say nuclear. I'm from Philly. I can't say anything right. It's nuclear. Nuclear. It's not nuclear. That is
We're in a situation where
No,
we talk about
it's
education.
not nuclear.
Black
It's
youth,
nuclear.
I've raised
Nuclear.
the number, the amount of
Nuclear.
money
Not nuclear.
another $8,000. So everybody
Okay,
making
while we've got a fascist on stage, should we stop talking about news?
$15,000.
We're talking about how the
I
energy
think that's
plan that
fair.
Biden just did with easing up some
Thank you, President Biden.
regulations.
President Trump.
Sorry, I
So
was
I've dealt with politicians all my life.
Oh, here he goes.
This side of the equation for the last 8 years. I've never seen anybody lie like this guy.
Oh my God.
I've never seen he can look you in the
He does
face.
it.
Oh my God.
We mentioned the laptop.
The balls on this guy.
Well, I think the best thing working for us right now is that this debate is boring as shit, and I'm sure the vast majority of Americans have already changed the channel. Right.
He's destroying it.
I wouldn't be watching.
This is so early.
They're putting them onto Social Security. They're putting them onto Medicare.
So much is going to happen
They're putting
between
them in our hospitals.
probably in 2 weeks. Once the Supreme Court makes their announcement, no one's going to remember what the hell this is.
It's unbelievable. Veterans are living in the street, and these people are living in luxury hotels. He doesn't know what he's doing.
They're
And
not.
it's really coming back. I've never seen such anger.
Hospitals aren't the same as- Yeah, they should just turn them away at the hospitals. Don't let it.
It's like a whisper debate.
Yeah.
Abortion ban debate is about 3 million TikTok for the next couple of days of screen capture video that is forgotten by the end.
Thank goodness it moves that fast.
Number two, the idea that we're in
I
a
mean, this,
situation where
especially when they're not moderating shit.
It's one guy saying nonsense, the other guy just sound like the old
That
dude
would,
is.
that's what would have gotten Trump going, is if the moderators had started calling him.
True.
we're doing better than any other nation in the
Am I
world.
the only one looking at James Apple's size thinking,
15
what?
Nobel laureates, he talked about
I haven't worn a
15
tie.
Nobel laureates come
No, I
and
was
said
too.
that if Trump's reelected,
It's Apple's looking one swab.
and inflation's going to increase the law. By the way, worst president.
Yeah, I
in
read
history.
it.
I've seen several people like on TikTok,
He's the
Twitter,
worst president in history.
Instagram, whatever
President Biden,
happened.
thank you so much. Let's turn to the cost of
They
the
should have.
care,
The
which
seats
many
that
Americans
moderated.
For fuck's sake.
President Trump, both you and President Biden have
I'm from Colorado.
that
The average cost of childcare in the state
Just stop breeding.
$100 a year per
Really, she go in the penalty box for mine.
childcare for 2 children is more than their rent. In your second term, what would you do to
You
make
should have to go in a penalty box.
Yeah, if you lie, you lose time.
Queens around dancing to make it really uncomfortable.
And if you said that,
Every time he lies.
we have 19 people that said.
You know, on the platform, like it's like a go-go.
The question was about childcare. He's back on Suckers and Losers.
Okay, go back. Don't answer the question.
He's saying that again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are these 19 people that he made up?
Apparently very important.
This is ridiculous.
It's boring. It's boring because one Trump just says the same things over and over again. He's always
I'm seeing all kinds of. I'm seeing all.
Right? Like if they constantly say the same thing over and over, the same lie over and over, his face, like there would have been a time back before Trump, like where anyone had said they're aborting babies, they come out of the fucking birth canal, people would have been like, you're nuts.
Yeah.
They would have said something about, you know, immigrants. Most of the shit that they now believe is shit that's just been said so many times they're buying. It's not there.
Look,
They can say literally anything. It doesn't matter. Back to the matter at this point. They can say anything.
I have.
South Carolina woman said.
I have a question. I have a question for the panel. How are all of you guys doing now? Now that America has been completely destroyed.
I'm technically not alive because
I think it's been reborn.
Well,
I can tell you the fear that I live in every day, Hawks. In my
That's how bad it is. He is the worst in
miserable.
history.
Like outside my home, getting by.
I said he's been burnt down. Up there.
So they're one.
Finest in the history of the world.
I don't know why. Then I just say, guys, oh, thank you very much for letting me have a window, mate. I appreciate it. I'm going to duck out now because I can assume you've got a whole queue of people waiting to get in. I'm going to duck out. I need the restroom.
Is
And I've got to do something on the Supreme Court because I've already had it done. Thank you very much.
wait, hang on. So hang on. So what?
Decided to like shut down during this. Like it's not letting people post or like people see their drafts like or their. I was noticing that before I got home. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not posting right now. And then I was alive and was happy to do it.
Hang on. So what you're saying, Britt, is that INS is at your door, right? We'll see you, man.
See ya.
Does the 52-year-old look close at
Biden's laughing at him now.
Yeah, he's upset that he's been called the worst president ever.
Stop being the worst president ever.
But see, that's the trick. If Biden could really dig at him like this, he's going to sound like an idiot.
Hey, Chris.
Oh my God. Why am I yelling at the TV?
The worst president in history by far. And everybody
I'm
knows.
like doing a lot of like
Look, the fact of the matter is that he's
been yelling. I don't know how you guys so calm.
He's increased, he will increase
The border
tax amount.
Patrol Union
I
just
said I never raised
announced
the tax, but
they
they
never had a real
I did. His character's 2% tax. Everything coming out of the country, you know what the Congress say?
The question is, how do they spell
He sounds better now.
He still doesn't sound good.
Yeah, but better.
That's really interesting.
Number two, he's in a situation where he talks about how he
Nuclear.
somehow helped the middle class.
Can we not get into this?
91 and new.
Pronounce it.
Which is going to
Pronounce the
fundamentally
word.
bankrupt
It's on
the country.
there we go.
You have the largest deficit in America.
Especially having a stutter for my
Number
life.
two, you had not.
That makes sense.
been any
Very enunciated shit.
That's right.
poverty in China. We
Devastated.
have the lowest trade deficit in China.
My
since
eyebrow situation got you.
Thank you, President Biden.
We lost
Thank you, President Biden. Let's discuss
I don't have a clue what that means.
millions of Americans that both of you
I
have
don't know,
made a
someone
top
in the
priority
comments.
for fund the
What am I,
opioid
eyebrows six
crisis.
weeks?
And for both of you, the number of opioid
Dude, I'm going full Andy Rooney with mine over here, man.
Now I get it.
former President Trump, despite
Look at my eyebrows. I like my eyebrows.
We're gonna get those plucked on a live TikTok.
what will you do to help Americans right now?
Opioids.
Run fentanyl now. Yeah.
finish up.
Why did
Gretchen.
Open border, fentanyl.
I barely have eyebrows.
We have the largest deficit with China. He gets paid
China.
for that. He's a Manchurian
Get more fentanyl. I mean, get rid of it.
We have, so I think he's afraid
Oh,
to do
such a
it.
personal question.
You know,
The
he's
fish
got
up
to put
jerk.
that on his head.
Oh God, there's only 13 minutes left. That makes me so happy.
Really? The time's just gone by so fast.
There'll be like a week and a half to 2 weeks of people talking about this. Maybe.
If that.
Maybe.
Oh, I've already saved my
But he's
content.
got the largest deficit in the history of our country. And he's
Before
got
that
the worst.
time down.
It's the worst.
The only thing
China's going to own us.
The only thing that's made this time
To
go
do
by
what they're doing
fast,
to
hanging
us
out.
as a country. They are
Somebody said
killing us
Cle-
as a country.
somebody said Cletus needs to join.
This shit all by myself.
Go off camera
I
first.
might be swinging. I'm very curious to see what my wife's going to say when she's watching it.
Addiction right now. Who are struggling to get the treatment they need.
I think we're doing very well in addiction.
Muting myself. Being on here is keeping me
Two and a half, almost
for my
3
now
years,
my
like
neighbor.
nobody's ever had before. Any country,
I'm speaking
in
like
every
Biden.
way. And then we had to get tough, and it was the drugs pouring across the border where it started to increase. We got great equipment, we got a certain job, it's the most incredible thing that you've ever seen, the way they can stop it.
Hey, Cletus.
They're getting very low numbers, very, very low numbers.
Cletus.
The numbers, have you seen the numbers?
Because they only come
Cletus.
They don't come
Yeah.
That's
like in our countries.
oh,
Hi, everybody.
Say hi to, we got him over here too.
Hi.
How do you feel about the debate?
Well, it's a Thursday night, and you're hanging out with Mr. Cletus P. Twat Waffle. That's me. How's everybody doing tonight?
Are you enjoying the debate, Cletus?
I'm very much enjoying the debate. Donald Trump is doing amazing despite the entire thing being completely rigged against him and unfair, just like the 2020 election. And I'm very encouraged that for people such as myself who want to, like me, make America great again,
Why are you always screaming?
I'm hard of hearing.
Oh.
And it's been an especially good week for me because I got my new donut pillow for my hemorrhoid.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
is that covered by Medicaid?
I got that with a tax credit that was provided to me by the greatest president of my lifetime, Donald J. Trump.
Say hi to your YouTube friends.
Yes. We very, very much appreciate the child support that you have been paying to us.
Even though it's been a little late.
We only have 3 payments left on the double wide. It's been helping out quite a bit.
Double wides are nice, man. All right. That's all right, Aaron.
Well,
Double wide, so.
and you need that extra room when you have 9 kids.
For For you YouTubers, Mr. Global asked Cletus, how was Cletus's wife and his kids? Here comes the age.
They're talking about how much money you paid to get hostages out. This is awful.
We're talking about age now.
My colonoscopy was more entertaining than this one.
Oh,
Even though I could be on camera.
You're correct. I watched that on YouTube.
Talking about being in their 80s right now, serving as president on my end. Where are you going, guys? Am I behind or ahead?
I'm there. I'm with you.
More investment in America. Over billions of dollars in private investment.
A lot less.
And enterprises. We are growing. By the way, we brought off a lot of people. Well, and the whole idea.
My hat was made in China.
But it has an American flag on it.
That's true. A Chinese American flag.
Guess what? Those staffs they call.
That was my nickname in high school.
That was Kinko Biloba.
Oh.
Octo's here. Lord have mercy. Cletus in the house.
40 seconds left. Would you like to add anything?
40 seconds.
The idea that somehow we are
We're getting in the weeds here. In the weeds, Biden, move on.
Yeah.
Are we not in the weeds already? Those 19 people, though.
I predict no one will watch the second debate.
No.
I say, name them. Name them. And if anyone is already,
All right. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Turn the fan on.
Thank you. Former President Trump,
I'm actually going
you would be 82 at the end of your second term. What do you say to voters who have concerns about your capabilities?
Well, I took two tests. I did a test. I aced it.
Cognitive tests.
He took none. I'd like to see him take one. Just one. Go through the first 5
The
questions.
follow up, you're also really
I took two
fucking old,
cognitive tests.
though.
I took physical exams every year.
I took 2 tests.
We
I
knock
took
on
it
wood
to
wherever we
person,
have wood.
woman, man,
That
camera,
would be
TV.
very good. Two club championships, not even senior. 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be
19
Wow.
people told me that I'm the
You have to be able
healthiest
to hit the
person
ball
they've
the
ever
wrong
seen.
way. And
I wonder what questions his like his shots are after.
That's a good question.
I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter. But I'm in as good a shape as I was.
He hits the
years
ball.
ago.
Well,
So
now we know
listen,
you're good
but
then.
I was willing to take a
We need to
test.
zoom
And
in.
you know what? If I didn't do well, I aced it. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who's a great guy when he was White House doctor.
Ronnie Jackson.
Physical and mental are different. Did we know that?
Never seen
Who's
anybody
this Ronnie that keeps making weird comments about me?
Ronnie's the doctor, right? His self-appointed doctor. That's
He's all in the comments. There's some comments. He just keeps making weird ass comments about me.
Anyway, that's it.
It's like,
Block him.
hey, where is he?
Get him out.
Get a grade
Who?
for those tests.
I don't know.
I got my hand
Oh, Biden.
down to a 6.
Biden went for the cheap draw there.
And by the way,
Making fun of his
I
weight.
told you before, I'm happy to play golf. You can carry on back.
Sorry, you're looking at my forehead.
I don't have shot.
Like all you guys.
It's a 6 handicap of all.
I was at 8 handicap. 8.
I'm so uncomfortable. Oh dear.
Yeah, I really am.
I thought this was over. I thought
Oh,
we were
it's
doing a
getting
countdown.
started. Oh, it's getting started.
Specific concern.
I thought there was like 37 seconds left.
Will you pledge
Oh,
tonight
they're going
Here.
back and forth now. No one's getting
muted.
muted.
Not a debate. This is like a trolling
The
tag.
results
Okay.
of this
Clap
election,
after clap
regardless of who wins.
It's
Mike
just
it, Mike it, Mike
You
it.
will say right now that political violence in any
Got close
form
when you were talking
is
about golf scores.
Well, I shouldn't have to say that, but of course I believe that. It's totally unacceptable. And if you would see my statements that I made on Twitter at the time, and also my statement that I made in the Rose Garden, you would say it's one of the strongest statements you've ever seen. In addition to the speech I made in front of, I believe, the largest crowd.
One of the strongest statements ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, apart from the tweet where I sent all my followers after Mike Pence.
Right, and there was the rally, but you
It's her
know.
responsibility, not mine. She said that loud and clear. But the answer is, if the election.
He's the president of the United States, and he just said that Nancy Pelosi had more power than he does.
Yeah.
Well, she was smarter than he was. That's right.
I think he doesn't understand the role as president.
At the
That's why he wants to become president, so he can change it. Definitely does not.
That's right. So he can become almost as powerful as Nancy Pelosi.
Dare to dream.
Donald Trump's a dumbass, and so is every single one of his supporters.
Good God, how long is this going to go on?
5 more minutes. We got 5 more minutes, and then we'll have 3 hours of commentary afterwards, where we can tune back into CNN and hear all of CNN's commentators talk about how presidential Donald Trump appeared this evening.
Trump starts posting on True Social too. Like he's gonna go off.
Yeah.
All caps, for sure.
He's gonna go off.
Presidency of China.
I wonder if we'll be able to say Biden, Biden, Burden,
Oh, God.
Medically insane?
Oh, he's going to drive us into World War III.
Just do what you want. Just do what you want. Just think,
Oh, dictators don't like him?
I guess because he talks to them regularly and they tell him how they feel.
idea.
So terrible when dictators don't like
Mine looks terrible.
I know.
You're exactly who you want as friends.
Because we are a powerful nation.
I'm just saying, guys, that in the side by side, Biden looks terrible.
Well, that was the big question during Nixon Kennedy, right? Everyone said if you listened, Nixon was great, but if you watched, Kennedy was great.
Right. It's about, like, I've seen a few people say they wish people would just watch with their eyes closed because it's not about, unfortunately, they're not gonna, but, you know.
President Trump, as I come back to you for a follow-up.
Luckily, no one's ever going to watch this again.
Yeah.
You accept the results of this election, regardless of who wins.
Who is typing like a maniac? It's like 200 words a minute.
My money's on Wiseacre. He sounds like an angry typer like me.
That's like 200 words a minute.
I'm an extremely aggressive typer.
That was.
That's alpha typing right there, man.
I have one with big buttons like that too.
Oh wow!
Now we're puffing up.
What the hell is that?
Get him a tree so he can pee on it, people.
He said, I will never settle until such time. They're running out of people. They're running out of soldiers. They've lost so many people. It's so sad.
Talking about Trump.
They've lost
Trump
so
is
many
peeing on a
people.
tree right
They've
now.
lost some gorgeous cities with the golden domes that are 1,000 years old, all because of him and stupid
If he
decisions.
goes a little
Russia
cross-eyed,
would have never attacked.
trying to push one out.
The result of the election.
What? She's asking him for the third time.
Legal and good election? Absolutely. I would have much rather accepted these, but the fraud and everything else is ridiculous. And if you want, we'll have a news conference on it in a week. But we'll have another one of these in a week.
In a week.
I will absolutely.
Well, you just heard it, folks. All of Trump's evidence on election fraud. He's going to have a news conference in a week and release all the evidence.
Finally.
Is he going to do it with Mike Lindell?
He's destroying our country. I would be very happy.
Mike Lindell can hold up a Trump pillow.
There's no one else.
And again,
This is my Trump body
no
pillow.
political
You can
opponents
dry hump it
because
all
it's the only
day.
way he
Oh my
thinks he
gosh,
can win.
is that merch? I would totally buy that.
By what?
Merch?
People understand.
What'd you say, Wiseacre?
I said Mike Lindell's going to sell the Trump-shaped body pillow that you can dry
That would be the best, the way that I would die. I would, oh my god. I'm surprised you haven't come out with that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a secret ordering number. Put in 34.
You're a whiner. Oh my gosh, best ever.
It's the off the menu order
there's no.
So how much more time do we have?
Those we could sell.
Oh yeah.
It's called triple whiner. Look at it.
He
is a whiner.
The idea if you have a deal,
We love that. We love that for
you
him.
can't stand loss. Something snapped.
No, but I think all of us gave up on
We'll be right back.
I have mostly not given up.
We're taking a break.
Yeah, they're gonna. Okay, so they're gonna come back for like closing statements.
People need to meditate more.
This is torture.
Yeah, this is torture.
Speaking of attendance fans, who else got the notification they can make 60-minute videos?
I did, and I was so happy.
No one wants to hear me respond to videos.
What the hell are you going to do for 60 minutes?
I tried. It doesn't actually record
what
for 60 minutes.
That's
No one wants to hear that.
There's 1.5
60-minute videos. I have a problem with people who post 10-minute videos.
That would be me.
Hey now.
It's nice when you can put a whole bunch of clips together and make it into 60 minutes.
Let's see what we got here.
Say you can do it, but technically I'm not.
I would do that.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
TikTok's geared to people with ADHD.
I'm thinking about taking an Alaskan
fairly
cruise.
stern. And so people like to scroll.
Well, that's a non sequitur.
No, that was a cruise commercial.
could do a 60-minute long. Just be quiet.
That's the sequitur.
Okay. Hawk just looked at me in the middle of all this. He looks at me and says, I'm thinking about taking an Alaskan cruise.
Well, I am.
If you're looking to get out of here.
Definitely cooler.
That's a non sequitur.
Yeah,
There was a boat on the TV.
there was. Yeah,
You can see Russia from Alaska.
There you go.
there you go, man.
You know, I was happy back in the day before my 14 accounts when I got 3-minute videos.
I have a question. Is there ever a live where you don't talk about how many accounts you have?
That's crazy.
He's had more accounts than he has toes.
I don't know what that means. How many are you?
Username.
9
My
toes.
username?
No, it's in your username. It has toes in it.
This is
All
torture.
right, I got it. I think it's going great.
This
Honestly.
How's the YouTube crowd doing? Are you guys feeling tortured?
this
What I appreciate is that they're talking about the issues. They're not answering the issues, but they're
Yeah.
talking about them.
but this debate has made me want to gouge out my own eyeballs.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it did go.
Mm.
And Biden did not look the best on the entire.
No,
Yeah,
He's
tortured.
just old.
no,
Face, and that's not good.
no.
Not good.
He looks like somebody who you would sit them down and say, "You're not allowed to drive anymore, Grandpa."
And Mandy's about to go nuts over Attorney Dye's Care Bear.
Aw.
This is the cheer bear. We got to cheer everybody.
Wait, is
Stay
that?
positive?
Hang on, is that bear gay?
That was so kind. That's so cute.
It's a pride bear.
This is too long.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
No, she most
Yeah,
likely
say that.
Well, that's positive take.
never said it.
I mean,
Never said that.
Oh, God.
FYI.
Here we go.
Want to forget our third-party
All right, back on.
Closing statements. Here we go.
Closing nonsensical statements.
Oh, I still have flowers.
There you go.
I need to say-
Starting strong.
and walk off the stage and drop the
Find
And then
ourselves in a
fart on the way
situation
out
where
too. Like,
we have to make sure that we have a fair tax system. I ask anyone out there in the audience, or anyone out watching this debate.
Oh,
if tax
fucking
system is fair.
hell.
The fact is that I said.
Don't think about it.
Oh,
Don't think about it.
Jesus Christ.
Increasing the
Don't
taxes.
stop thinking about it.
And if I was elected, that would be the case again. But this guy has increased your taxes.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, he's stuttering.
His closing statement, he's talking about taxes. He's talking about taxes.
He sounds like Splinter from the Ninja Turtles.
He should just be talking about Trump's lying.
It's June.
But for example, he wants to get rid of the ability of Medicare, for the ability for us to be able to negotiate drug prices with the big pharma companies. Well, guess what? We got it down to $35.
Oh shit!
$400.
This is a goddamn disaster.
Every senior, no matter how much prescription they need. You know what that did? That reduced the federal debt by
Yeah, he's tired.
$106 billion over
These are
10
things
years.
I like to
Because the
say when
government
I'm
can
at
pay
work.
the exorbitant prices. I'm gonna make that available to every senior.
This is fucked up, man. This is so fucked up.
And everybody in America
I mean,
wants to get rid of
we
it.
can say that
We are
Donald,
going
yeah,
to make
Donald
sure
Trump
that
lied
child
to
care,
the
we're gonna
thing.
significantly
When
increase
the right
people
side
get
says,
child
look at
care.
this,
And make sure we do
we
something
almost
about
have to say,
what we're
yeah,
doing on lead
yeah.
pipes and all the things
And
that
I'll still vote for him.
causing health problems for people across the country. We're gonna continue to fight to bring down inflation and give people a break.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump.
Time to rant.
2 minutes for your closing statement.
Here we go.
Like so many politicians, this man is just a complainer. He said, we want to do this, we want to do that, we want to get rid of this tax, that tax. But he
What
doesn't
is
do
Trump
anything.
talking about?
He
He's talking
doesn't,
about.
all he does is make our country unsafe by allowing millions and millions of people to pour in. Our military doesn't respect him. We look like fools in Afghanistan.
It's all projections.
Stop Israel, it was such a horrible thing that would have never happened. It should have never happened. Iran was broke. Anybody that did business with Iran, including China, they couldn't do business with the United States. They all
Next time we get a little
Iran was
mic
broke.
thing
They
plugs
had
in
no
there,
money
and
for
we each have a
Hamas,
little
no
mic.
You shouldn't have let Israel
terrorists,
just
no money
destroy.
whatsoever. Again, Ukraine should have never happened. He talks about all the stuff that he didn't do it. For 3.5 years, we're living in hell. We have the Palestinians and we have everybody else rioting all over the place. We talk about Charlottesville. This is 100 times Charlottesville, 1,000 times.
Yeah.
The whole country is exploding because of you.
Oh,
They
God.
don't respect you. And they have to respect their president.
Oh, God.
Apparently, we all live in hell. That's my takeaway.
We rebuilt the military.
I'm
We got the largest
mesmerized by
tax
his
cut in
red
history,
eyes.
the largest regulation cut in history.
Yeah, they're very red.
Is because I cut the regulations at gig job, but he's putting a lot of those regulations back on. All of the things that we've done, nobody's we've never seen anything.
Bye-bye.
Who's out?
Well, we can try
Who's leaving?
I don't know.
materials instead of going to Asia or going to Europe and trying to get when you're terminally ill. Now you can.
We are totally 100%.
Feels that way.
Trying to get it for 42 years. But you know what we did for the military was incredible choice for our soldiers. Where our soldiers, instead of waiting for 3 months to see a doctor, can go out and
What the fuck is he talking about?
Medication from Europe?
He's trying to pretend he's on the side of the veterans and the military.
The history of the VA.
But I get my
So all
medication
these
from
things, we're a
Mexico.
failing nation, but it's not going to be failing anymore. We're going to make it great again.
Thank you, former President Trump, President Biden. Stay with us because we have full analysis of this debate. Anderson Cooper and Aaron Burnett.
CNN for not black.
Right.
Everything.
That's it?
Yeah.
Good Lord, man.
All right.
That was embarrassing.
Dun, dun, dun.
That was awful. That was awful.
Greatest nation in the world, right?
Good job. Well done, everybody.
Well, we survived it.
Can we not have another one of those?
Yeah, I can't.
There's going to be one more. There's going to be one more.
I can't do this again.
President former.
That was
Yeah,
torture.
just mute it, man.
I don't know. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Now I know everyone's like, oh, he looked old and like he could pass over and die at any moment. But other than that, I think the win tonight was that
Other than that?
people in doing a debate, and it was a relatively professional debate for the first time since 2016. And it was boring. Debates are supposed to be boring.
Yeah, I understand that.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I understand that guy, but when one person is just telling flat out lies, that's not a debate. That's it. It's a campaign.
It's an infomercial.
Right.
It's an infomercial.
Low bar. We had it where people weren't screaming screaming at each other. And to me, I see that as a win.
Jesus.
And of course, he's sitting there lying his pants off, and no one's fact checking him. But it's nothing like with Hillary or with Biden previously. We actually had a halfway civil conversation of people talking about whatever it was, be it lies or whatever.
You know
So
what?
don't look at the content, but you look at the behavior. I feel like we've actually moved forward.
You know what, Di?
Have a conversation that's not civil and have it be factual than a civil conversation that is not factual. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
I
guess my assumption is that most people are liars and don't tell the truth. So civility is the only thing that separates.
I was about to say, Di, I really appreciate that you're the eternal optimist, and then you said most people are liars.
But at least they were civil about it. But it's up to each of us to figure out what was a lie and what was the truth. Like, that's our responsibility.
If only people would do that.
That's the sad part, Di, is a large part of this country aren't smart enough to actually look into what were lies. That's the problem.
And the headline of that whole thing is,
I'm coming in.
that's the only thing that's gonna come away.
Isn't it their choice? Isn't it your choice to go and look up whether you want to know if it's truthful or not? Is it my place to tell someone, you're stupid for not going and looking this up? Or is it my place to stand back and do what I'm going to do and let other people do what they're going to do?
Well, this is a little known fact, but Hawk here was a member of the high school debate team. So he has debate experience.
That's right. And I tell almost everybody that they're stupid. It's science.
Would you call yourself a master at what?
And he was on TV, public television, as part of the debate team with that metal hair that you saw.
I would not say what.
And I was high.
And he was high.
Yeah, I don't think this was a debate.
No.
I agree with that.
There was nothing debatable.
This goes back to what I was saying. Is it going to change anyone's mind?
No.
That's a great question.
I mean, I don't know. There's going to be polls. We'll see.
Our like I said earlier, our country is very much center aisle, and
it's true. But people also don't want to.
It was a bad look to fight.
Very.
Sure, I'm not denying that, but only 30%, 35% of people pay attention to politics.
Right.
And those people already have their mind made up. I don't know how many people would have been watching this in June. If it were in October, it might be different.
I mean, isn't this all just about money?
Yeah.
And I agree with you.
Can you read that?
It is up to people.
We still got 131 people here on YouTube. How you guys doing?
The problem is, a lot of people get their opinions.
The Overton window has moved far enough right that center looks left. Yeah, that's true.
Valid observation.
But that's their choice, though, right? It's just hard to watch a train wreck.
I mean, I think this thing should be
If someone wants to be in a train wreck,
fact
that's their
checked
choice.
real time.
Right. And I think for a lot of us here, we
Hanging on.
make
Yeah,
a very
depressed.
intentional effort
Same.
to only speak truth. And it's really hard for us to watch that, knowing that there are people listening to that, believing the lies. So
It was.
we're gonna watch it and be like, Jesus, that's just like, oh my God, like you want to shake people and be like, please don't listen to this, because we all pride ourselves on telling truth.
Yeah. It was a fire hose of bullshit.
Well, and here's my concern: is our honesty in saying that Biden did shitty. It just quadruples the amount of people, because that's all that Trump people are waiting for, is for us to say that, so they can jump in and be like, see, yeah, he's the worst. And then it becomes this compounding effect of just, we're being honest, they're being dishonest and trying to get us to say that, so they can just use it as a platform to say, yeah, he's shit. And then all of a sudden it's like 2-1, even though it's not technically true.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. And and they're gonna use all of these. Somebody probably live recording us saying that Biden was a shit show.
That just occurred to me too.
I mean, honestly, who are these undecided people?
Idiots.
I thought the idea was we knew everything was going to be lies and bullshit. Like that's just what it is. Like that's just reality.
But we still hoped.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we hoped. We hoped.
Right.
Understand the Lauren Boebert debate. We hoped for a little bit of moderation.
And a little bit of pushback.
Maybe that comes from.
You guys have hope.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what's this thing you call hope?
Ashley, I saw a question down there. Ashley, I am going to do a video covering the bullshit about the abortion with the rhetoric. First of all, no, the founding fathers didn't want the states deciding on abortion rights. I don't even know what that was. That wasn't what. Also, there is no such thing as post-birth abortion. That's not a thing. There's no such thing as late-term abortion, and Biden fucking said that, and that pissed me off because late-term would literally be after 20 weeks. That's not a thing. It's over. And Roe v. Wade had a viability stature. Viability is the thing people seem to miss in all of this. Like, having no restrictions, there's still an issue of viability. So at 9 months, if somebody is going to die on the table, they're going to deliver however they need to that viable child. It's not abortion at that point. They're not ever aborting viable children. That's murder. They wouldn't do that. Doctors have that. And so yeah, I'm gonna make a video.
What?
Read the Chiron.
Some concern about Biden's performance.
But I did think it was really odd.
Some
that he
concern.
referenced the founding fathers. Like, what?
I mean, again, the Democratic conference has not happened yet. There is room to change if they want to be. I mean, they don't have to take all the delegates from the primary to change their vote. But
Excuse me.
You all right?
I don't understand. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm truly confused. Why you would pull Biden as a candidate? I mean, I get it. Maybe he didn't
want to win.
Well, no, because he's the incumbent president. That's it. That's what the standard is.
That was worse than I expected too.
I feel like it would weaken our chances of winning, but I don't know.
It would be seen as a panicking, which wouldn't be great.
And you were talking about 1968 earlier when it actually did happen, but who is our viable candidate to replace him?
My brother.
Lyndon Johnson is the incumbent, but he lost. I believe, right? He lost to Nixon.
And he had some problems. Right, he had some problems, and that was the weird situation about that. But again, if you're talking about an incumbent, I mean, Trump's best shot was right after his first presidency. So the fact that he lost is like huge. The fact that he thinks he can come back now and win is, in my opinion, politically, ridiculous. Although I understand it's happening. But if you look at how votes are falling and the history of how our country has worked, it just doesn't make any sense. All right, I guess I'm just saying we're not in a situation where you can just hop over and have one president and then have another president come back in again.
I think
he's no Grover Cleveland. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Right, but we were speaking this exact same way back in 2016 when Hillary lost. There isn't a person else.
I wasn't.
I wasn't. I mean, I don't.
You look at the history, and if you crunch the numbers, Hillary should not have won.
Really?
I was not surprised one bit that
popular
Trump
vote, though.
won. It doesn't matter. Even with that, technically, if you look again, if you're projecting and going all the way back to the beginning, Hillary was not going to win. Unfortunately, it just happened to be a crappy candidate on the Republican side that was the one that was in office.
Well, I think
the way that he won was because he was a Republican.
I think the bottom line takeaway from tonight is that.
Do you think there was something? I mean, I also don't think
I hate 9 panels.
apparently read that might have been consistent to vote for Trump. We're never going to vote for a woman.
I think that's a huge huge part of it, but I also think there's just a cycle that goes
It's like
through.
getting on one of
that
these
we've got
panics.
historically on things that go down, and I think it certainly didn't help. But I don't know. I think too, it was also our best shot to have a woman president was for Hillary to run. I think she absolutely should have run.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't think.
Yeah, she also should have campaigned.
Campaign would have been
She
great.
should campaign. She
That would
should
be great
be
if she had
campaign
loved
where
her
I'm
husband and ran.
What does this mean?
Ooh, a twofer. That's a good point too. I think that's an excellent point. All excellent points. I think she should have done better and could have done better.
Should there be a comma in there?
So we as Democrats back then in 2016, and we got complacent.
Yes.
We absolutely got complacent, especially when Donald Trump got the nomination. We're just like,
We didn't think
there's no
people would vote for him.
Right, exactly. And so for anyone that didn't vote for Hillary Clinton, then own up to it.
Well, there
How
was-
you?
There was people who were mad.
Are we still a part of this?
I don't know. I got nothing to say.
Sorry, Isaac, I didn't interrupt you. That are so meaning the third parties and things because of like that really
Yep.
scares me because
Exactly.
Okay, so
Exactly right.
here's a hypothetical, and I'm not schooled on politics. Could somebody throw their name in the hat right now?
Sure, for both parties.
Technically, yeah.
I mean, legally can't.
Technically.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys think would happen, especially after tonight, if Gavin Newsom said, "Fuck it, I want to be president"?
It'd be chaos.
Boy, we would have an interesting convention.
It would just be chaos.
That's tough.
I was hoping he would have thrown his hat. Like I thought that was going to be a pass down almost in a sense.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's going to be the 2028 nominee, but
Yeah.
But where Wiseacre was talking about us voting out an incumbent president on the DNC, he's the only person that I can see doing that.
And I think it'd be a fight too.
Well, he would never.
He needs to get the delegates from all of the states that voted in the primaries. Those delegates voted. They're going to Biden. Therefore, they would have to change. But they're allowed to, I believe, right? There's nothing that says that they have to.
He would never do that. He would never do that without the blessing of the DNC. The DNC's they've been grooming Gavin Newsom since before he was mayor of San Francisco.
Yep.
They've been getting him prepared for being president for 20 years.
Well, look,
It's an
yeah.
interesting idea though.
The takeaway from the debate tonight is that Biden did absolutely nothing to help himself, and Trump didn't do anything to hurt himself.
Yeah. So it's a wash. It's just a wash.
Well, it's actually not a wash.
Exercise and blood pressure medicine efficacy.
I think
Well,
that's the perfect
here-
description.
here-
Exactly right.
Here, I want to respond that
Go, just talk.
I've seen a few people in the comments use the word panic or the word panicked. And look, it's June. We're over 4 months away from Election Day. Typically, presidential debates are held in October. Four and a half months. 4.5 months is a fucking lifetime, man.
Everyone try to think about what we were talking about a lot 2 weeks ago. Can anyone remember?
One Viagra could just.
Oh my goodness gracious.
What were we talking about a lot 2 weeks ago? Because I can't remember.
Fair.
No one's going to remember what's happening in a month.
Right.
Especially after the Supreme Court finally decides on the immunity stuff. That's going to change everyone's conversation.
Right,
Yeah.
because the January 6th trial could go forward in September, depending on this Supreme Court
They
decision.
can run through my fear is, I've said this before, is that they start right before the elections and the trial goes through after they've already picked the nominee. Trump wins an election and then they get a verdict before he's inaugurated and he's guilty. Like, what do we do in that case?
A good question. That could be an impeachment level. But my other question too, everyone, for tonight, when we're looking at Biden and the situation, the fact that Trump is going to be on trial, do you think his appearance tonight is worse than Trump being on trial?
It is.
Depends who you ask.
Respectfully, that's a false equivalency because Donald Trump's base, his voters, don't care that he was convicted of 34 felonies.
They think it's great.
They don't care. They think it's amazeballs.
The sentencing's coming up July 11th. That'll change the conversation.
2 weeks from today.
But we're not talking about his supporters. We're talking about undecided, right?
You know, the day before my birthday, so I'm hoping that the university like happy birthday for.
So for Biden's behavior tonight, we're talking about the undecided voters then.
Right.
Yeah.
So
One, are they watching? Are they paying any attention?
And do the undecided voters care about him being on trial then?
I mean,
Yes, I think some do.
So then the question is Biden more important or Trump being on trial for the undecided voters?
I mean, I would hope it'd be Trump being on trial. Like, I would hope they'd have a bigger issue with that, and that
That's a
bigger thing has been.
impact their decision against Trump. But
I think some of the bigger things that are going to influence independent voters are people like Adam Kinzinger and other Republicans. Well, who's the guy that was on TikTok However today from his speech that he gave, basically saying I'm going to endorse Biden. I think that does more for those independent voters than this.
That's a good point.
It's a very difficult question for me because in June of 2024, when I hear someone describe themselves as an undecided voter, my immediate reaction is, "Oh, you're a fucking moron."
Yeah. How can you be undecided?
Undecided voters, like
There are.
How can you be undecided?
Yeah, that's who we're chasing after. I mean, the hardcore.
I feel like Trump.
I mean, Global, I'd like you to weigh in on this because you are like an actual independent, and you don't just say you're an independent and a Trumper. But I'd like you to weigh in on this.
No, he's not. He's a Republican.
Do you want me to be honest?
Trump.
Yeah. Yes, please be honest.
You want me to be completely honest?
No.
Biden had a bad debate, and y'all are sitting here talking about getting rid of him and whining.
No,
No, I'm serious. Like, y'all are acting like it's the end of the world. He just had a bad
I'm
debate.
not getting rid of it.
Calm down.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm expressing a level of despair that this is what we're stuck with.
I got the news scrolling, and every channel is Democrats are talking about getting rid of Biden.
That does not surprise me. Democrats at the national level are bedwetters, man.
I truly think that would be the worst move.
It's just showing panic.
I agree.
It would absolutely be stupid. I didn't. And Global, please don't take me wrong when I brought up the hypothetical.
Well, I didn't watch the debate, but I was just
You're watching Tron, right?
I was watching all of your reactions during the debate, and I was just.
You were watching Two Girls, One Cup again. So.
No, it's like everyone is so invested in this stupid ass debate. Like,
yeah, I honestly don't put that much stock in it. Like I said, I think it's more important that you have Republicans endorsing Biden than this.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's fun. I think the fact that we can have 9 people here hanging out, not agreeing, tossing ideas around, going back and forth. I think that's fantastic. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to have like Hawk coming in and being like, it's all over. This is it, the end of the world. And meanwhile, I'm like, no, we're just starting. And other people are like, you forgot about this issue. I mean, that's what we're supposed to have. Like, I've missed this.
I have 2 opinions on this.
And Global, I also, there's a lot of things that I agree with you, and there's a lot of things that I don't. But at the end of the day, when it comes to this presidential election in November, I'm going to vote against fascism. And that's the end of the story. I'll bring up hypotheticals, and I'll bitch about the more center of my party, and I will do that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to vote against fascism.
The vast majority of Americans are dramatically more selfish than you. Chris, you were going to say something. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just thinking though, the thing is like,
for one, Trump never told the truth, and he spoke around the question. He never answered an actual question. He never gave the answer of what they were questioning him with. Not once. He would like redirect it. Well, he's responsible for this, and he's responsible for that, and this is why this is that. He never actually answered any of the questions. We already know he's a liar.
Excuse me?
He just spoke very well tonight. Probably because he's on Adderall, as per usual. But Biden is freaking exhausted, clearly. And when you get tired, because I feel this all the time, I cannot speak when I'm tired. If I'm not getting good sleep, or if I'm over projecting and overthinking things, I stumble upon my words. And he clearly was doing that. And he is older. He's 80. I'm 52, and I can't even speak as well as he does sometimes. So,
But he's also he's also the president. He's also working. He's also
exactly, and he's
like so. I feel like it's
I think
so.
women are going to
I
decide
agree
the
with you
election.
100%. And that
I hope so.
I keep having to remind myself, like, this isn't.
As long as it's not white women.
Trump's done his little
Right.
rally tour and all that, but
What is this?
Biden is actually doing the job.
Oh,
And
this is
so-
the post.
Yeah, I was also
Post-debate
preparing for this.
rally.
So, and he has his speech impediment working against him. He's old. we know that. It's just a fact.
Here comes Joe Biden. Give me a soda.
Minority
Huh?
this day, I
Give me a
don't
soda.
feel like he did as bad as like we've been sort of. I've been kind of keeping quiet about it, except like I feel like the minority. I don't think he was as bad as maybe others do.
I don't think he did bad
I
at
feel
all.
like there were
Here,
a
let me do this
lot
on
of
camera,
times he
Chris.
responded with very strong responses. But again, if you had your eyes closed, those responses probably would have read better than if you were watching his physical ability.
Joe's bringing me a soda.
That people immediately have a reaction to. Or like,
You got to go sideways. That's the only way it
surprised that
works.
he's old. It is ridiculous. Come on, he's old, but it doesn't mean that what he said wasn't salient. It doesn't mean that it was always completely truthful or accurate. But wait against. I keep telling this to people. Wait against Donald Trump. If Biden is 5% better, that's better. Why would you not vote for just a little bit better? What kind of asshole are you that you're like?
We still got 80 people here on YouTube.
You're voting for something more than just that position. You're voting for his administration. You're voting for his ability to judges. You're voting for so much more than just that person and their ability to affect us. And when you look, if we have learned anything from 2016, and I say this as someone who came into 2016 feeling like a complete dum-dum when it came to politics, and now I feel like people turn to me like I know something, which scares me in and of itself. But like the power of the judiciary
Let's go,
and the power of being able to place those people in their positions. We cannot understate that. It affects so much more. It affects so much more than the president directly does that. And so when I think about it, who's going to put those Supreme Court justices in their place? It's like, who doesn't have that power? Like,
Yeah.
People are concerned about the economy. Tell me what Donald Trump's going to do for the economy. A 10% tariff on everything. That's a trade war. That's every place is going up. Inflation will go up. Deficit will go up with the tax cuts. This immigration plan, how is that going to be affordable? So,
And it is a small farmer that bankrupts me.
It's tough. So my question again, I guess, and I kind of would bring this back, wiseacre, to what you're saying before is, and everybody here, it's like this was an interesting exercise, but what's the point of it? Is it necessary to have another debate again? Did Biden, if it's just a wash here, what's the whole point of even doing this?
Well, look, televised presidential debates were invented for the media.
So they have something to talk about.
They were invented for TV.
was Kennedy the first one?
Yeah.
And
It's not very old.
I feel like no, never mind.
Have we moved on from debates? I'm wondering about that too. Have we moved on past presidential debates where now we're just campaigning, we're not doing the moderator thing, we're not really controlling the room? It's great to just kind of talk about things, but it's not a true debate anymore. Should we even be having these anymore?
Clearly, that's what happened tonight.
Well,
That's what happened.
it was basically a TikTok live
Exactly.
between two opposing views is what it was.
That's right.
That's what it was.
I really like that.
And that is what America is now.
Right. But I think that is a really interesting question, Di, because when they were effective was when people didn't get their candidates in front of them very often. You didn't see the candidates unless they were in your area. They didn't have the kind of coverage and media. They were much more needed because people needed to see that. Now we can see them on every social media platform every minute of every freaking day. So it becomes, it's a really interesting question. I'm just thinking as a communications person, like that's just something that's got me like thinking.
I think we're gonna get sound bites though, and we're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna comment inside, like about like how hopefully the fact checking will come about.
Ooh, that's a good point.
I mean, to your point, Mandy, back when debates were important was a monoculture. There was only 3 TV channels.
This is true.
There was daily newspapers everywhere, but they were actually, print is expensive, has to be fact-checked, has to be accurate.
And
now
video.
there is no monoculture. No one has the same place for the getting news. And it's catered to exactly what you want, which goes back to my point of, I don't see how this changes anyone's mind. I don't think anyone's watching it, and if they're watching it, they already know what they're going to say.
Yeah,
and it's June.
Sorry.
I feel like the American people need to get a physical look at the candidates. This way is superfluous, and if they're going to continue to do it this way, then they need to take more advantage of cosmetics teams, stylist teams.
It needs to be like a game show. Penalty boxes.
We just
like
actually can we bring truth to the conspiracy theory that Biden's in a mask and just get someone young in a mask?
I mean, clearly it's not an actor playing Biden. An actor would have done a much better job.
Wiseacre was talking about a time back before Reagan took away that law where TV stations and
Yeah, the fairness doctrine. I need to read about that. I don't know anything about that.
Fairness doctrine was repealed. That's when we started really going downhill.
Oh, it's a shit show from radio to all sorts of stuff with kids programming. All that stuff kind of went really out the door with the fairness doctrine going out the door.
Well, now they just, and it kind of piggybacks off that. Now the Supreme Court's ruling regarding bribes.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Not bribe.
No. Gratuities.
Not bribe.
At a state level.
Just a tip.
Just the tip. That was my brother.
I tell you, that is one of the worst oral arguments I've ever heard, by the way.
No pun intended.
Speaking of just the tip, oral arguments.
Exactly. I wish she said oral arguments.
And I always come in here and ask Mr. Global what his opinion is because, again, you're the most actual independent, because I've never met an actual independent on this app besides an actual centrist.
That's what they look like.
Sound like a slur.
I was like, whoa.
That's my absolute favorite. That is my absolute favorite thing about Mr. Global is that everybody thinks he's smart. No, everybody knows that I'm basically an idiot with a little bit of education.
Mr. Global was smart enough to wait for everybody else to stop talking.
I think what happened tonight, and Hawk can attest, I have been saying for the last week that I thought Biden was going to just wipe the floor with him. But I think what's going on is so many people, rightly so, are very afraid of another Trump presidency.
Yeah.
And anything less than knocking him,
annihilation,
him in the mouth in this debate is not acceptable. And like I said, I didn't watch the debate, but the words I'm hearing is he looked bad, he looked unprepared, he looked tired, he looked sleepy. That's all their fault and his team's fault.
That's right.
I mean, it's on them to have him prepared. So I do understand why there's a huge letdown on this debate, and it's born out of people's fear of Trump actually winning. Like that's what
That's accurate. Yeah.
I totally understand why I sensed all this like manipulation during that debate in this live. Like I could see it on people's faces how bad it was going, even though I wasn't watching it. At the end of the day, you know, whenever there's a bully, what do you do to a bully to get rid of a bully? You hit him in the fucking mouth.
Yep.
And Joe Biden doesn't do that. And that's why I didn't vote for him in 2020. I didn't vote for Donald Trump either. But, like, I just want better candidates. And that's why I'm almost checked out, like, when it comes to this stuff anymore. Because it's a shit show. But
yeah.
I want better candidates as well. I am not holding my breath that we will have better candidates 4 years from now.
Everybody's been wanting better candidates since John Adams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Alexander Hamilton. I mean, it's just been that way.
It's
They're
true.
all crap. Oh, sorry.
Well, crap. Oh, no. Money always ends up playing a part in it, is the bad part. When you get to the presidential level, money plays a big part in it.
Mm-hmm.
Money is in.
Even the congressional level. Money
So I always like to bring this up because people think that we have some sort of new idea, like they're all evil. In 1842, Charles Sumner, who was quite the abolitionist, was calling Abraham Lincoln evil because he wasn't abolitionist enough.
Exactly.
So nothing has changed. We are exactly the same kind of people still fighting about the same kind of. And at that time, also, it was you had the Whigs, you had the Free Soil Party,
the Radical Republicans.
Yeah, it was a tumultuous time. It's not that much different. It's just that it feels new and alive to us because we forget our history or because we didn't experience the history.
I would phrase that slightly differently. I would say that we're still a bunch of dumb white people on stolen land fighting about a country that was built by slavery.
This was my land.
While pretending it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're.
Well said, Hawk. You're absolutely right.
I have a question for the whole panel. Other than attorney Di, because she just said she's not white.
I'm not white.
Did any of you people do a 23andMe or an ancestry test and we're totally disappointed in how white you actually fucking are?
I have not taken a 23andMe test because I'm legitimately fearful of what the results would be as far as like who my dad is.
Because of what?
Who my dad is.
Explaining why your head is so big and mine's
right?
not.
Exactly. You look exactly like our dad. I look nothing like him.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
It's so true.
It's 100% accurate, man.
Oh my God. That's true.
Sorry, my brother and I are having a little bit of a moment here.
There's not just white though. There's all different cultures within, the white. So
I'm proud to be Irish. I'm proud to be Polish. I'm not proud to be white.
Interesting.
I'm not sure I'm proud.
Whoa,
There, that's just the end of the sentence.
That's true, because I'm the same. I'm proud to be French, but I'm not proud to be white.
Wow, you guys have blown my mind right now.
Well, we didn't have anything to do with our race, so what's there to be proud of? Like, I didn't control it.
Didn't really choose to be born either. I can't do much about it.
Yeah, like.
That's why I'm not
Oh.
But
I think everybody in this panel understands that us being white is not a culture. We were not dragged out of our tribes in Africa.
We're mutts. we're mutts.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I missed. This feels like a big switch from when I went to the bathroom.
You've missed a
Mr.
lot.
Global's fun.
Blame Mr. Global.
What did I just miss?
I don't know, but apparently, I don't know. I'm learning so much from everyone right now.
We were talking about taking DNA tests.
I just took a 23andMe this week, and I haven't got the results back.
Oh,
yet.
wow.
I did a 23andMe a few years ago. What was that?
My dad did.
The question was, are you disappointed at how white you are?
Tours in the 80s, and I'm gonna be really interested to see how many brothers and sisters I have across the pond.
What was the question about the DNA test?
Oh, wow. Somebody, Feral Possum said, I'm hella white, but 23andMe did find 2 extra siblings. That's wild, man.
I asked people if anyone had taken a
Long lost brother found you. Oh, that's amazing.
We're actually disappointed.
Yeah, so your concern's valid.
Right? This is what I'm saying. Well,
It's just gonna have a result like
they'd be like, hey, I found my long lost son. Oh.
wait, I have a story. I'm not going to mention any names, but my brother will know who I'm talking about. My best friend in middle school into high school, who I went to Europe with him and his family. I had a very dear friend, and I lived in. We went to middle school and high school in a very rural area of Ohio. Not a lot of money there. There was one family that was kind of wealthy, and that was because the dad owned a car dealership. He sold European cars and used to go over to Germany quite frequently. And the summer between my freshman and sophomore years in high school, they took me with them for like 6 weeks. We were in Germany, Austria, France, all over the place. It was an amazing trip. And several years later, we found out that his dad had a second wife and an entire other family in Europe. But we found that out without 23andMe. That was long before 23andMe. I don't know how that all came to light, but it did. So he had 2 wives and 2 sets of kids, one over here and one in Europe. And as I'm getting to the end of this story, I'm forgetting the point that I was trying to make.
I'm getting asked about my Oreos. Yeah, these are the like Star Wars Oreos.
Oh, wow. Fancy.
Oh, my God. Oh, speaking of Star Wars. Speaking of Star Wars, who's worse on TikTok than Star Wars fans? Holy shit balls.
Seems like so much work.
Right? That's what I'm saying, man.
See ya, Mitsu Mirage.
Yeah.
Still got 69 people here on YouTube. You guys are holding tight, man. It's got to be boring as hell.
That's right.
They don't contribute very much.
Has
So
there ever been a story ever of a woman having 2 families? I think it's always been men.
Well, I mean,
It's harder for women to get away with that because they got to do everything.
patriarchy, man.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, to get back to your point, Mandy, how we got that into the whole 23andMe and white thing. Yeah, Global brought it up and asked, and we were all sitting here saying, yeah, we're fucking white, man. We're just white. And Di, who is indigenous, right?
I'm mixed. I'm pretty much everything. I'm everything.
Okay. She was surprised that we were sounding like we were disappointed in being white.
Yeah, I still don't get it.
I don't know that I would say I'm disappointed. I just don't feel any particular pride in being like. There's nothing about being white that makes me go, I'm proud to be white. Like it's not disappointed. Like I like that I have Norwegian heritage. I think it's cool that my grandma she was Italian, and that makes no sense to me. She asked me if I knew a hitman once. It was very weird. For my grandpa.
She was, oh my gosh. I can respect that actually.
But I loved her. But so like, again, I would never say that. It's not like, oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm disappointed in white people that suck sometimes, especially, you know, in a general sense of like behavioral wise and voting wise. Sometimes white women don't really do us a lot of good service here. But I didn't see my readout or whatever and go, oh, I'm white. Well, I know that.
That's fascinating. I do have a white heritage, and I've always been proud of that, as well as the black and brown heritage. So I guess
the white heritage, or like I guess my question is like, is there a particular like area you're from that is like, for me, when I say like my Norwegian background or my German heritage, I guess that would be my white heritage.
I mean, I've never known white people to be generally good. Have you?
No.
Like on the right side of things?
No. No, my brother and I are Pennsylvania Dutch.
I mean,
whatever that means.
I mean, on Grandma and Grandpa's side.
You know my experience living with the Amish, don't you?
Yeah.
What?
That's true story. He did.
True story.
No, it's true. It's very true.
Like major.
I spent a summer living with 2 different Amish people.
Because we have tons of Amish settlements where I live, so like.
They won him in a poker game.
That's right.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I love how easy it is for me to get Attorney Dye all wound up.
Well, the first family traded him to the second family.
That's right. His parents traded him for some chickens.
Hey, the Amish raise really good chickens. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go. You can get a whole wiseacre for that.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You can the whole trading him for chickens thing. There are some Amish communities where their currency there are some Amish communities where they refer to their currency as wiseacres now.
That's right.
I'm gonna need to fact check that.
I'll give you 4 wiseacres for that donkey.
Sometimes they try to give you 3.5, but that's tough.
That's right. Yeah. It was right next to the kid in the Camaro.
Yeah, TikTok lives are chaos, aren't they? YouTube is much calmer.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's just comments. It's not all the flashy stuff. And
I have puppy mills.
yeah, I don't know what that is.
I love the back and forth because you like to have actual conversations.
I think they're important. Yes.
Wait, your face popped up like that?
And I think it's so fun to meet all these different people that I didn't meet before too. So I'm happy to chat with all of you.
I mean,
for you to be a person of color and be surprised that this group of people aren't proud of being just white was surprising to me.
I had no idea, truly, no clue. I still need to process it. It's just absolutely foreign to me.
Mr. Global, did you do the 23andMe?
Huh?
Did you do the 23andMe?
Yeah.
And you were disappointed?
He's white.
Yeah.
What?
It just want a little flavor.
What were you hoping for? Like some? Were you hoping for some Cherokee or something?
Some Samoan, maybe?
I had to say though, I found one of my whiteness was a totally different thing. You thought that my great grandfather was 100% German. He's from Flensburg. I went to visit Flensburg. We found out in our 23andMe was 100% Danish but spoke German, and he never knew.
Whoa, that's exciting.
That was the only thing. We're like, oh, we're not German. We're actually Danish. Thank you. And Norwegian and Scottish and English and full on white nuts like always.
I think I'm half marshmallow. That's how white.
Oh, I love marshmallows.
Like I said, I just took mine, but I guarantee you it's going to come back white. Irish and Polish.
Do you think it's correct?
I'm a descendant of Joan of Arc.
Good question.
Love that. And I do think it's correct. My
23andMe told you that?
yeah, no, my mate is
So you heard it from.
geneticist.
No.
My brother and I are descendants of Daniel Boone.
Yeah.
Honestly, Kaba, you could just make it up, and we wouldn't know.
What did he
But I
do?
swear it's actually true.
Hey,
I'm not entirely sure what he did.
My wife's mom told.
I'm sure he was a racist colonizer that.
He killed Indians
Yeah.
or something.
She
Yeah.
was adopted, and we're like, none of that's true. Because she later said that she met a real mom. We're like, oh, we should have reached royalty.
You never know.
I'm the descendant of Christopher Reeve's Superman.
The Superman part of it, but not the Christopher Reeve part.
I mean, if in 2020, what are you, like 40? Aaron?
32.
How old, Aaron, how old are you?
I'll be 43 on July 23rd.
Okay, so if in 2024 and you're 43 years old and you're saying you're descended from Christopher Reeve, he would have to be like your uncle.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like it was like 6 generations ago. I mean, that's like we're talking like 15 years, man.
Like you used to have Thanksgiving dinner with him.
I thought it was brilliant. I love it.
I mean,
That's like you guys spent Christmas together.
that's like me saying I'm descended from Justin Bieber.
He's younger than you.
But is he really? That's
Still got
right. That's
56
what I'm
people
saying.
here.
Wow, this is getting real deep, everybody.
Can you guys on YouTube hear these TikTokers?
I mean, him and Selena Gomez are like, it's a glitch in the matrix. It's a tear in the time-space continuum going on here, man.
It is a lot. 9 people talking at once.
It's fun not to argue fucking politics with Trumpers all the goddamn time in these lives.
That's true.
I love this live.
I don't know how you all do that. I don't do any of that. You do that all the time, and I am impressed.
I don't do that.
What the hell is that, Mr. Global?
It's just fun to have these stupid
What just happened?
conversations with friends.
Mr. Global's looking at. What's he looking at?
I think he's got a kaleidoscope.
Did everyone just see Mr. Global look through a viewfinder?
I did. What is that thing?
I think it's a kaleidoscope.
I think he's looking through a viewfinder at some vacations to Bermuda.
No, it's images of oil wells. Oil wells and rental properties.
You have one of these? I can't tell what that is.
Oh my god.
Oh, you got that's the full boat. That's the full boat antique deal right there, man. That's an antique.
It's like an old school Viewmaster.
I was talking about the thing with the white discs.
Like,
Talk about white.
You had to click across, click around.
before the advent of the wheel, old school.
The white dicks?
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah, let's see it.
everybody, I apologize. I just checked the clock and I have to go.
Bedtime?
So I apologize.
It was so good.
Thank you, Di.
Thank you for broadcasting that.
Thank you for joining us, Attorney Di. That was an amazing evening.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed it was. I
Pleasure.
appreciate it.
Hey, are we getting some more Supreme Court decisions in the morning?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Outstanding. What do we got? We got 12 left?
We've got 6 left.
6 left. Okay.
I'll bet you there's one that they won't decide on before Monday.
I don't know.
We'll see. We will see.
We're not getting the immunity decision before July 4th.
Well, you never know. Stay positive, people. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, bye, Di.
Good night, Di.
So thank you. think that the Supreme Court is dumb enough to rule in Trump's favor on that?
No,
They might leave some poison pills.
But they might delay it, right?
no. They actually have a very limited scope of what the possibilities are that they can do. They can come up with a test and say to the lower court, Judge Chutkan, you have to apply this test to the facts in the January 6th indictment. And that can be completely and entirely subverted by Jack Smith.
Best guess. I hear you, Richard.
If he says, I'm withdrawing 2 counts, 1 count, 2 counts, and I'm withdrawing the following facts from the indictment. And if he does that, in response to that, he can say, and I'm requesting a trial date in mid-August. Or they can go through the January 6th indictment themselves and say, these are official acts. He gets immunity for these. These are acts for personal benefit. He does not get immunity for these. And that, in its own effect, alters the indictment. And Jack Smith can say, great, we accept what the Supreme Court did here. And I would like a trial date in the middle of August.
I'm exhausted.
I think we're going to see a trial in that. I think
a lot of people are worried about. I think a lot of people are worried about. A lot of us don't know law. A lot of us
sure
aren't truck drivers. But a lot of us are wondering. As easily as they overturn like Roe v. Wade, we're worried that they are with that 6-3. We're really worried about what's going to happen with that.
Well, so interestingly, during the oral arguments on the immunity case, it's like the 3 liberals were posing hypotheticals to Trump's attorney. Like, so are you saying that a president can order a coup and that he would be immune from prosecution for that? Or the president could order his political opponent assassinated and he could be immune from prosecution for that? And the 5 conservative guys on the court were just pissed off that Donald Trump is being prosecuted at all. I think the best question in that entire oral argument came from Amy Coney Barrett to Trump's attorney, because she picked a fact pattern that was directly from the indictment and posed that to Trump's attorney and said, well, your client's accused of doing X, Y, and Z. Are you saying that's official or personal? And he was like, oh, I think that's personal. And so I think on this issue, Amy Coney Barrett is going to be with the 3 liberal justices. And I think that John Roberts is going to end up being the swing vote on this. But they're
right's getting kind of mad with Amy Coney Barrett.
yes, they are. Yes, they are, because she's behaving kind of in a rational and reasonable manner.
Right. I had this bizarre
I don't know.
yesterday when that news broke, there was dismissing of the Idaho one and everything. Where I'm like, what happens when Amy Coney Barrett's husband inevitably leaves her and she suddenly becomes one of us?
Well,
that won't happen, but in my little brain moment,
yeah.
that would be such a beautiful,
Wouldn't that be
poetic justice.
She's not going to become one of us. However,
I know, but my brain wanted the poetic justice of it when I saw all the right being like, we hate her. I was like,
that was funny.
Buy a lottery ticket. No, you're not going to win, but you're still going to fantasize about what you
fantasize. That sounds terrible. I'm not fantasizing about Amy Coney Barrett. I was fantasizing about the idea. Coming to the dark side.
Take that clip.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't do anymore.
Yeah. All right. We've been on this live for almost 3 hours. I'm about ready to fall over.
You are. It's 11:30. It's way past this old man's bedtime.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's true.
night.
All right. So let's start to wind this down. Does anybody have any concluding thoughts, feelings, experiences moments of growth that they experienced this evening?
No? Okay. Great seeing you all.
You might have to sit next to him because you are very muffled.
Yeah, I know. I know we got to get I got a solution for that next time. Hadn't planned for it, but yeah. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen Kamala Harris, but I was checking in on CNN and it was not good. So I missed the Kamala Harris.
Well, CNN is dog shit.
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay.
I'm on mute because it'll echo.
My closing statement is, yeah, I wasn't a fan of what happened tonight.
Hey, Kimber, go ahead.
Debates aren't, like I said earlier, it doesn't really even matter anymore. I worry about the stiffness vote when it comes to these. I don't think he looks strong. And as far as even voting for him, I don't think that.
Yeah, Hawk's my brother.
I'm worried that he's even going to make it through the next term, to tell you the truth.
We got Kamala. We have the whole Congress.
Yes, I understand.
No.
No what? What's happening?
If
You want to have this conversation with me, we can have this conversation.
He doesn't have 30 for felonies, so hello, we got that.
What are we doing?
Why were you yelling no, no, no?
Because if Democrats are going to be like, just reelect Joe Biden, we've got Kamala. This is still an incredibly racist and misogynistic country. Saying it's okay, we have Kamala is not a high point that is going to help Biden win.
Okay, now you're screaming.
Sorry.
Our first woman president. I don't want it to be that way. I want our first
You can change it within the next 4 months. Give me some good ideas. I want to hear them because at this moment, I don't know what else we can do. So you guys, please present them. I would love to hear them. At this moment, we have 2 people to choose from.
I agree with you. I'm just saying that is not the argument that's going to put Biden over the top.
It's not a selling point. I'm saying it's what it is. So have a person that has 34 fucking felonies and more to come. We have a person
voting for Biden. I'm worried. I'm worried about the people who are calling him Genocide Joe and saying that they're not going to vote for him. And Bill Stein at me and my
I'm done. I can't do anymore.
Okay.
I'm out.
We cannot have a third party will not win. That's why you can't promote a third party at this moment. Not right now.
That's true.
Go for it.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
I can't do it.
We got to go. This was an amazing evening. I'm very, very, very happy and thankful and grateful that I got to do this with all of you guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
And thanks to all the YouTubers. Say thanks to these guys. We're out of here. Thanks for hanging in.
You guys are rock stars because you stuck around.
That's right.
And we weren't even really doing, well, I wasn't really doing anything over
Yeah.
here. But you guys got to see that little side thing that we had going. They didn't get to see that. That was funny.
All right. See you guys later. Thanks so much.
See you guys. Have a great night.
Bye.
God, I got to lose some fucking weight, man.
You're still on.
This is fucking ridiculous. Look at the size of my fucking head. This is what the fuck is going on?
All right. We got to sign off.
Jesus Christ.